trust myself. I don't ever need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hotter in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hotter in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches want a selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys who walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you here in static, I'ma leave you here in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. Like grandma stovetop, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me a deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Diol on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slip with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy in case I find any extendo. Licking up shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the beam. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade, like it's wedding day. And yous can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Worked up flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face, and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. And some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent's due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4 plus 4, she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note.
Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. Man Them United podcast beats the Man Them City podcast. And it's all about the Fernandezes. This stream, people, even though we'll discuss more, but that's the title. On the red side of Manchester, you got Bruno Fernandes, who has apparently been offered a new deal by Manchester United, something that still continues to befuddle me and confuse me. So we will be discussing that. Will he remain a Manchester United player? Will he be leaving this summer, or is it a next summer? Or will Bruno Fernandes still be here at the start of the next season? And speaking of Fernandes, is like I said, even though Chelsea set the deadline for Manchester City to make an offer for Enzo Fernandez, there was no offer. That deadline then passed. Enzo Fernandez, according to reports, is in talks with Manchester City as well. So it seems they're still trying to get a deal done there. Of course, there's plenty more surrounding Manchester United and Manchester City as well, with both of them involved in kicking off the Premier League start of each campaign, I should add, people, because Manchester United, they travel to Hull City on Saturday, early kickoff, and then the early kickoff on the Sunday as Bournemouth travel to the Etihad. So big up to everyone that's locked in. Shouts to everybody locked in. Big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. As always, shouts to my guy TJ for the redirect as well. Big up Taron. Make sure you subscribe to BBK Sports. Big up Dal. And again, make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV. Well, big up everyone in the chat. I see you lot active. Make sure, though, you pay your taxes when you enter the city of Sarcasm. Pay your taxes, people. Don't worry, they don't cost you a penny. We do pay. You do have to pay taxes, but they don't cost you a penny, people. So make sure you hit the like button on the video first and foremost. Hit that thumbs up on the video. Make sure you follow and share across all the socials as well. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV. At Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter and Instagram. And equally as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Again, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell. Roll to 18K. Let me get the noise for it. Where are we at? I've even got I don't even know where the other pointer is, but we move. We move, people. You lot can see it right here on the screen. Right here, people. So again, look right here. Make sure you pay your taxes, people. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Share and follow across all the socials as well. And equally as important, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Road to 18,000 subscribers. Want to get to 20K by the end of the year as well, people. You can see that all there. All right. Before I continue, let me big up everyone in the chat as well. So big up to everyone in the chat. Big up my guy Blank. Big up King as well. Big up DM guy. What is it? What's your name? One I just call you. Yeah, that one. Big up to you, my guy. Big up, G. Big up to Common. Good to see you in the chat as well. It's been a minute. Benito, good to see you. OC, big up to you as well. Tyrell, it's been a minute. Good to see you in the chat. Big up my guy Tyrell Gunner. Make sure you subscribe as well. Shout out to Beijing Pops here. He's definitely taking notes on this show. 110%. He is Chinlu. Big up to you as well, and big up A1 Sav. So before I continue, let me introduce, Manchester City representative. Like I said, one of the greatest exports ever out of Canada, people. My last name Games, first name Vader is in the building. Chat to me, Vader. What you saying?
Yo, flawless. I can't believe it's been a week already.
Yeah.
A lot was said and not said last week because we did have a short show. So yes. We're dealing with a few demands, a few deadlines. We'll address that. I kind of, I was in my full Sarcasm City TV flow with the Galdem analogies, and did it hit or did it hit? Now
it did.
You can see, those of you obviously tuned in, subscribe, notifications. You can see what's going on here. I'm in the gym. You can't stop being in the gym. You can't stop improving. When you stop to improve, that's when people catch up. All right? So it's not always showing up, but it's always putting in the work. And when you put in the work, you will show up. It's just a matter of time. So, my people.
Oh, man. Not again.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
The This is what we're talking about, people. Subscribe. You got to be on YouTube. I know the listening platforms are great, but the visuals are different over here. The visuals are different. I got my silent investors has been helping me with a few graphics, a few lightings. My audio's been improved. And also, I got to tell you, I just realized that there was a setting that I haven't been messing around with regards to the camera. So the visuals are going to be a lot cleaner. All right. Tune in, subscribe, hear what's going to be said. Flawless is going to try. And actually, you know what? Flawless is going to be the host that I've witnessed him be the last week or so.
Oh, we gonna get to that. This is why
Flawless
we on the same wavelength, because we gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to the super chat from SB, and then we gonna get straight to it. We've done the pleasantries and the intro and the niceties, so we gonna get to that. Because you was very active in that Man United podcast in the chat. You was very
great show, by the way. Great show. If you guys missed it, go back. Remind me, who was on the panel again? Because it was
Eddie and Paul. It was Eddie and Paul. They were
Eddie and Paul. Guys, okay, because you need to go back and watch it just for a few things to be into context. All right, I'll let Flawless do his thing, but when we get into it, I'll explain.
Yeah, I was gonna start. Big up SBO2 for the super chat. SBO2, big up my guy, and to you lot in the chat as well. I have enabled the gifts thing with the jewels, so you don't have to send it, but let me know if it's active and working okay. Everyone in the chat. But someone told me, you lot were telling me to activate it, so I did. Well, big up SBO2 for the super chats. A shout out, Flawless. Whole chat knows this part. You already know what it is. Abysmal from the board leaving it this late. I'm hearing it's going to be deadline week stuff. Mad. Big up to you. It is, I agree. I already know what you were going to say about the left back and the central midfielder, SB, and I'm in full agreement with that. And I said it before, do I like how the board have done business fully? No, but they did this last summer. And I keep stating this. People just, not USBO2 necessarily, but I look at patterns. We went into last season knowing we needed a new goalkeeper, and Bayern was our number one. And we didn't sign the men's till deadline day. So we've seen them. It shouldn't be. You should get players through the door early enough. I don't know what the holdup is, but now it's just about getting the central midfielder and the left back and moving on from there. But big up everyone in the chat as well. And SBO2.
Big up everybody in the chat.
The super
big
chat.
up everybody.
So yeah, let's get to it. So here we go. So yeah, and don't worry, Eddie, man. We're gonna ask Vader about the community shield, because he says if Vader can talk his way out of this weekend, he can find peace in the Middle East. That's hilarious, by the way. That's hilarious. But let's get to it. So for those that don't know, the Man United was a couple days ago. Can't remember exactly what day it was. I was on there. Eddie was on there. He was in the chat. Paul was on there. Vader was in the chat. And obviously Eddie is Carrot Cartel. He's talking about how United can do this, that, and the third, etc. How we can challenge, etc. There's nothing to be scared of. Paul was somewhat in agreement, but he was nowhere near as far as Eddie with it. And Vader was in the chat talking about, I hope Flawless is a great host for me and affords me the same time as Eddie and Paul got to say as Eddie and Paul in regards to what they had to say. As I've been saying and consistently saying, we can't challenge. So now I'm going to hand the mic over to Vader, and Vader is going to explain to us why that Manchester United backline from 2022 can challenge in 2026. Floor is yours.
That's how you're going to intro for me to talk about the backline.
Is that not what the conversation was about? Just correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Was that not the convo?
Yeah, I'm going to correct you. And you've already proven my point.
You've already proven my point.
Eddie, he's already proven my point.
Was that
already? Wait. Everybody in the chat, let me give you some context. No. Let me give you guys some context. I love tuning in. I love tuning into Sarcasm City TV. Different panel members, different conversations, different topics. My man is in host mode, right? He's in host mode. He's there. He's got a few questions that he knows he wants to ask. He hears a few things and he'll probe. He'll be like, "Tell me more. Expand on that. Give me some more detail." He does not frame up the questions, and I get it. I'm a City fan. He's talking to his United Mandem. When he's talking to them, he's not serving up any, you know what, Eddie? Tell me why you think we're going to be successful with the back line of 22. He doesn't do any of that. He doesn't. And this is the point that I was trying to make. Flawless in his host mode. Love it. Love it. Did I expect him to be different for me? 100%. 100%.
Because the reason why I'm going to be different talking about Manchester United shortcomings when I'm talking to a Manchester United fan rather than a Manchester City fan. or an Arsenal fan, or a Chelsea fan, or a Liverpool fan,
And-
especially
and
with
you're
your
prov-
reputation.
you're
Especially with your
proving-
reputation.
You're proving my point. You're proving
Yeah,
my
no,
point.
especially
When I was
because
in the
your rep-
comments. No, but in the comments you're acting all brand new. Oh, what was said, Vader? Tell us in the chat what was
know
said.
why?
What are you clipping up? I'm clipping up the fact that Eddie, and shout out to Eddie. Everybody's
Because I
got their
thought you were-
opinions.
I thought- you know
Everybody
what it
sees
was?
football differently. Shout out to Eddie. Eddie wanted to present a few things that he saw, and he watches United way more than me.
But here's what it was. I thought initially, when I said what you said, I thought you was disagreeing with what they were saying. That's why I said that.
Yeah, you corrected it later, but my point is
So
still,
that part
it
that you
wasn't
just
so much
said there
about the
is what I was
disagreement, it
disagreeing
was
with.
also
No.
about how you
Mhm.
move as a host, right? Because how Flawless is going to move as a host with them is so great, and I love it. He's patient, he's listening, he's like, doesn't interrupt. He could completely 100% disagree, but he'll let men finish. When Vader's on this show, and I love it. I'm always here, so it's not like I have an issue with how Flawless hosts. It's not like I got an issue. He's going to do what he's got to do. But when Vader starts to talk, I'm talking about myself in the third person. When I bring up a point, you know what? This is what I see with regards to United. Here's how they might be good. Here's how they might be bad. Notice, when I say how United might be good, I'm gaslighting. When Eddie says how United might be good, go flow. Do what you got to do, Eddie. When I want to point out how United might be slightly off, I'm a hater. But when Flawless wants to point out the things that United might be bad, he's on point. See the conversations that we have. This is the host that we're dealing with, and I got no problems with it. If Vader says it, it's gaslighting or it's hating. If his people are talking about it, it is facts. It is calm and cool. I'm just here to say, guys, continue to tune in. I have no issue with it. But when Eddie wants to prop up United, Flawless is going to give him mad time. If Vader happens to do it, my reputation, he just said it, my reputation
Your
precedes
reputation
me.
precedes
So I'm
you.
going to
What
be
did you say?
GLE, I'm going to be gaslighting, but if I say something that Eddie agrees with, where's Flawless now caught? If I say something that Eddie agrees with, and he's calling me the GLE, where's Eddie right now?
Yeah, because you're doing it for two different. Because you're doing it for two different reasons. That's why. There's two
We
different
may
things.
be doing it for two different reasons,
Yeah.
but the point stands. You're giving one man time to talk about things. You're shutting down another man. So what I know deep down in your heart, Flawless, deep down in your heart, in your soul, you want to shut down Eddie. You want to tell Eddie, you're bugging. Eddie, you are tripping. Eddie, you sound like the GLE, but you won't
you
do
don't,
it. You're in host mode, and I love it.
No,
I love
the
it.
reason why I don't is because Eddie can actually go because he wants what's best for Manchester United. You don't. That's the key difference right there. So he may have a gem. So even though I disagree with Eddie, as he knows this, because he's been trying to recruit me to the Carrot Cartel, and I'm not fully on board, and he knows this. He thinks we can challenge. I don't think we're capable of challenging. So we disagree on that. But he might actually hit a gem somewhere down the line. With you, there's no gems because you don't want what's best. This is why when I say your reputation precedes you,
So
you don't
Flawless.
want what's best for Manchester United. Eddie does. Eddie genuinely does. You genuinely don't. That's the key difference. But go on, I'm gonna let you land in it because you can go on. Tell me why we can challenge, man. I want to hear this. This is gonna be good.
Hold on.
Go on.
Here's where you're caught, and I get it. We
Why am
play
I
chess.
caught?
We play chess all the time. Enemy at the gates. We're snipers miles away. Here's where you're caught, Flawless. Because when I talk about things that are in a positive way, I get it. You're gonna say I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. If I talk about United in a good way, however, Flawless. When
depending on what it is.
Okay, yeah. There's always going to be disclaimers.
No, it depends on what it is.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
all
say,
context.
like for instance, if you say, "Hey, United can score goals and have one of the best attacks in the league," I hear that. I don't think that's gaslighting. That makes sense to me. Logically, I can look here and go, "Yes, that makes sense." But there's no
overall-
way I believe a rival looks at that team and says, "Yeah, hit me with your reasoning.
But
Give
overall,
me the explanation. Give me the reason."
No, you're fast forwarding it. We got time today.
Oh,
We
is it?
don't need
All
to
right,
rush.
cool, go on then.
We,
All
we
right,
don't
go
need to
on,
rush.
go on.
I don't gotta
Love
pick
that.
up my little princess. We got time today, so we're
Love that.
gonna cook this proper.
Go
The
on.
point that you're making here, with regards to if I'm bringing up some positives with regards to United, you're not gonna trust the source. You're not gonna trust the message.
Nah, I don't.
All right.
I look at the source fugazi.
That's fine. That's fine. But when I say things that are positive, I also find it a little ironic is when I point out what's wrong with United and you also disagree with me. Now, if I point out what's wrong with United and those are the same points that you make, right? Or that I've heard you as a good host not challenge or contradict, I kind of be like, why is Flawless doing this? Why is Flawless treating me like this when I come here and again, just for consistency's sake, if I'm hearing what his men them are talking about, and the light bulb, the eyebrows raise. Flawless. No, here's the thing. I have my thoughts. I'm on the show and I'll talk to you. Then I'll visit and I'll watch your shows and I'm like, I remember saying this. I remember Flawless coming off mute, shutting it down. He's letting so-and-so just talk freely and he's nodding his head and he's like, tell me more. This season's going to be great. Flawless. This season's going to be great. I know.
I can't wait,
we got predictions. We got predictions that are going to happen. We got so many that are like, yo, United. I'm not saying United are back, but there's many that are saying United second, third. I want 1 or 2 domestics. I heard you say, I don't want to be embarrassed in the UCL. There's a lot of things expected of this club. Now, Flawless, please, if I happen to agree with any of the points that I've heard you make yourself,
that's fine. You can agree with the points I've made.
Okay. Now, if again, I don't watch United as much as you. If I'm able to do long division, get the answer, but I'm not able to really show you all my work. If I'm able to show you all my work, don't dismiss what I have to say.
No, I don't dismiss it. I don't dismiss it. I just disagree from time to time. Like I said, you and Eddie can say the same things, but it's not from the same place.
True.
Like,
who's right? Who's right? Who's wrong? If we say the same thing, who's right? Who's wrong?
If you and Eddie both say something I disagree with, you're both wrong. You're both wrong.
Okay. You give
as I said in that show, Eddie knows I disagree with him. Eddie knows this. Why do you think he's trying to recruit me to the Carrot Cartel? He's been saying this the entire summer. Carrot Cartel, 2 C's on the package.
Eddie knows you disagree with him, but Eddie also thinks that you're wrong.
Yeah, of course.
So if it happened to be the 3 of us on a panel right now, Eddie and I would agree with a point, and you'd be the only one in disagreement.
And that's fine because Sheik is also on that side of things.
Sheik is another one. Now, Flawless.
On the flip side, Cuzzy, Dazzle, and Paul ain't there. They more side with me.
So, Flawless, here's one thing, and I told you this a couple of seasons ago. I'm probably exposing things, but there's certain men in your Mendem group that I don't listen to, right?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm choosing not to listen to because I listened to them before. Full disclosure, I was listening to Eddie and Sheik a couple times. I was listening to them a few times. I'm not grain of salt. So when I make kind of my point, I gotta obviously take my observations, but I don't know United as much as you guys. And I would just like the courtesy of when I happen to bring up a point, positive or negative, that you don't
I'll let you land.
Don't label it GLE and
if I think it's gaslighting, though, I'm gonna label it gaslighting.
But why would okay?
Because I don't believe you believe in this team.
We'll move on. But
why? Because you made a big deal out of this in the chat. So I've been waiting for this since that day. I was like, yo, when we have Veta run, this is gonna be the first thing I break up. You lot could have lost 10-0 to Arsenal in the Community Shield, and this was still going to be the first thing. Or you could have won that game 10-0. This was still going to be the first thing. I'm saying this is the point I'm making is, despite what happened in that game could have been 4-all, 5 red cards. There could have been brawls in the tunnel, and this would have still been the first point that I brought up. Was this?
Oh, fair.
Because you made a big deal of it in the
I didn't know. Don't do that. I didn't make a big deal of it. I just said. You got all sensitive because I was like, listen, I want to see consistency from Flawless. That's all I said. I see how he treats his Mendem with what many would say are wild takes. Okay, I see how you.
But Eddie knows that though. He don't try and dress it up as it's not a wild take. You try to dress up wild takes like that, not wild takes.
No.
Eddie doesn't dress it up. Eddie lets it know.
I don't dress it up either. I don't dress it up either.
Yeah, you dress it up like it's proper. Like don't.
I happen to be I'm a narrator. I'm a narrator. That's all. I like my Shakespeare. I like how to put words together. That's all that it is. But it's not dressing it up.
You like Shakespeare? Do you read Shakespeare and stuff like that?
I used to. I don't.
Yeah, it shows. Yeah. Freaking shows that you. Without doubt. But the point I'm making is Eddie and Sheik don't dress it up.
Oh my God.
They let it be known what it is. 2 C's on the package. When I ask Eddie, so what you saying about the title? He'll say talk soon and stuff like that. I know where that's from. I know what it is. See, that's why you laughing where you don't try dress it up.
I'm laughing because this is good.
You try dress it up like it's serious. No, so do you agree with him then? What parts did you agree with Eddie and Paul?
Oh, they brought up a lot of things, and
Before
to
you
be
do that,
honest
let
with
me
you-
get to everything there quickly.
Absolutely.
Just 1 second. Let
Absolutely.
me get to this. Hey, big up to you lot all dropping. I think it's gifts, Jules. So big on my guy Blank for the super chat. Appreciate you, Blank, every single time. This is crazy, but he says Vader after getting robbed by Arsenal. Actually, we'll just say punched up by Arsenal
Sure.
and Mason Mount. We calls him Mason Mount Pro. He's talking about Elliot Anderson.
Oh my God.
Mason Mount Pro 2 costing 160 million, not up to par. Please waste money on Enzo Fernandez and Neto as well. I'll let you respond to this quick.
I'll respond to that. Listen, Blank. There's some of us that look at ball and make decisions after one game, or 4 or 3 preseason game and a community shield, and there's some that look at things and require a lot more information. I see your take. Maybe you're trying to get me to react to it, but continue to tune in, and you'll see that I'm a patient man. My last show, I had to speak to not only rivals, I had to speak to my city people.
I was trying to lock in.
It's all good. It's about patience, and I got a new manager, I've got a new system, and I've got 116 player who, let's be honest, no one looks to be worth 100 million when they play, and it's going to be something that he's going to have to prove as the season continues. Write him off if you want. Many would have written off, I'm assuming, Chelsea. There were questions with Caicedo when he first got there. He did not look like he was ready. He made a few mistakes, but we know patience. English international, I'm not writing off Anderson. And I'm definitely not calling him Mason Mount. That's rude.
We calling him Mason Mount Pro.
That is rude.
Shout out to my guy Blank. Big on my guy A1 Sav, who's just dropped 10 jewels, and then he dropped 5 jewels there. I appreciate everyone with the gifts thing. I don't know exactly how it works. I just know it's a new monetization feature they've added to YouTube. So big up to you, A1 Sav. Big up to Benji TV as well. He's dropped 10 jewels right there. Shout out, and he dropped 650 jewels mystery gift also. So big up to you. And shout out to Blank for another super chat. Says Mount Bruno Neto with Cooking City. You know, this guy trolling, but big up, man. I respect it, man. I respect it. I do. And he also goes on to say, appreciate the 3 super chats. Hey, smoke emojis, fire emojis in the chat for Blank as well. With Savinho leaving, Rashford plus Martinelli, you know.
Savinho leaving is not a big surprise. There's one thing that City do really well, and Chelsea fans will respect this. We obviously have evaluations for our players, but we also know that if you happen to come by the house and notice, let's say you notice a third bike in the garage, a little bit of dust on it, not really getting used that much, and you ask me how much I want for it. If you're asking me more than what I bought for it, yeah, I'll send that. I'll send that to you. Savinho hasn't hit the ground running. He's had 2 seasons. I think it's a little premature to let him go in his 3rd season, but he hasn't been as consistent as we need. And obviously they've seen certain things when it was Pep and now with Maresca that it's like, you know what, let's take advantage of what another club are willing to pay for him, and then let's try this again. So I'm not mad at that with Savinho.
Fez. And let me get to these final 2 super chats. One I agree with and wholeheartedly, and one I don't agree with. The one I agree with wholeheartedly is this. Big up Blank says he better prove himself quick. 300k a week. Laughing emojis. I don't even know if he's on 300k a week, but he has to prove himself. I would say he has to prove himself fairly quickly. Wouldn't you agree?
Listen, ladies in the chat, you know, quickly is relative. You know what I mean? So what do you mean flawless in terms of quickly? Like, he needs to prove himself by what? Game week?
Got 160 million. You better be better than quick. Game week. That's the first international break. Game week 4 or 5. Need to be up to speed. 4 or 5 weeks.
I don't think he's going to be showing 116.
Not 160. Just all right. Let me scratch that. Not 160 million's worth, but a good level. Performing at a good standard week in, week out.
Yeah, and
I'd be good.
Yeah, I'd be confident in doing that. Again, I didn't watch every game versus Forest, but when Forest were playing against any of the big 6, and especially when they were playing against City, I wasn't looking at Elliot Anderson and saying he was a poor player. Not one bit. I didn't look at him playing for country and think that he was going to be poor. So, yeah, I'm calm with this one.
first. And big up Side, it's absolute joke, man. But big up for the super chat. Says it is rare, but I agree with GLE Vader. Flawless act different with United and this show. Flawless, you should give time to Vader to speak on United. Well, you're gonna get your wish, Side, unfortunately.
LFC
So
is on
Vader
point.
so Vader, the floor is yours. So yeah, like I said, from that Mandem United pod that myself, Eddie, and Paul was on, what was it that you agree? Because you was engaged in the chat. What was it that you agreed with?
Again, if you guys missed it, great show. Go back, watch it, and I would stress watch it from the beginning, because the show had a nice pace to it. It started ramping up, right? And I didn't comment until I was like, oh, that's interesting. So watch it. Let me know what you think. But listen, it's so interesting on where United are at from a fan base and expectations to also where United are at in terms of how the club's currently structured, right? Mm-hmm. You now have not Glazers, now Ineos. When it comes down to any footballing decisions, Glazers don't get talked about. Glazers don't get any slandering. It's on Ineos. And I get that. I don't know the inner dynamics. I don't know who's got to weigh in on what, but Ineos gets all the blame.
They're ahead of footballing operations.
Yeah,
that's why people look at them, because they're ahead of the footballing operations.
And whether you can be fully ahead of football decisions and not have to refer to or get the cosign with regards to a partner, I don't know. I don't know, mm-hmm. but that's the one thing. Sure. I think Ineos have, and I think Flawless would agree, have proven that when it comes down to transfers, with the exception of how they manage managers, when it comes down to player management, they've been very good.
That's what they are. I agree.
Now, with them, I guess, quote unquote, showing some patience or showing some accountability with who they're going to spend money on and who they're not, right? I think for some of the United fans that are confident with this upcoming season is mostly because Ineos have been really good in their player decision making. So if it's not a value in the market, don't overreact. Let's show some patience. Carrick, obviously, and I think every United fan will tell you, since Carrick's assignment, he has been the best performing manager since he became to United. If you were to compound that and say, had he been in the job longer, where might United have been, right? So it's one of those, if the ownership or if Ineos are saying, you know what, let's give this man more time to cook, despite some of these injuries or players not quite looking the best. I know it's wild, Luke Shaw, still your left back in 2026. But if they are going to be making moves late in the window, I get why United fans are like, you know what, I'm optimistic with the season. Because really, everybody else is moving slow in the window. If you really think about it, everybody else are moving. I know Spurs did a madness early. They were doing their thing. Obviously, food chain with regards to Chelsea and Arsenal and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of number of signings, when you look at gaps, when you look at what needs to improve, no one's done business where you'd be like, on the scorecard, I'm going to give you an A, no one. And I'm including my club. No one's done it like that. So we're just as good as everybody else. I hear it. That's what I was hearing with regards to United fans, where it's like, you know what? And I think Flawless is probably one of them. Keep me where I'm at. And if you can keep me where I'm at, which is third, that's not too far off to say you might finish second. It's not
keep me where I'm at, but improve overall. But yes, you're right. Overall.
Yeah. So keep me right.
That's what to add to that. Third. Yeah. Like if we finish third, but we perform better, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you'd be cool with that. I know. As much as Flawless says he doesn't want to be as giddy as some of the other guys. On the other side, he'll also say, I'm expecting some trophies. So you can't be that underwhelmed if you're going to expect the club to maintain third and deliver some trophies, right? For a United fan that may not have said, I'm expecting some of these domestic trophies, but expecting a better finish with regards to how they may pursue with regards to the league, I can hear it. I think it's reasonable. I don't think it's copium. I don't think it's a madness. When Eddie's saying, you know what, and you're trying to tell me that Eddie's coming from a place of love for United. He wants the best for United. So when he says all this, it's calm. If Vader says it, it's a gaslighting thing.
Facts.
It's not a fact. what I've observed. No, it's not. No, the fact that you say it's a gaslighting thing, it's not a gaslighting thing. It's I can look at this is the one. This is the one thing. I'll be honest with you.
Thoughts on Manchester United, but go on, carry on.
This is the one thing that I will say. All right, shout out to the likes of Flawless. Probably, let me give
W's in the shot. W's in the shot.
everybody in this chat, and I don't know if the eyeballs are in this chat as well, but Pops, the GLE label has stuck, right? You say a lie enough, it's going to stick. So whenever I say something that happens to be a difference of opinion, it gets easily dismissed. And I find it very lazy to be like, that's a GLE. It's gaslighting. I'll deal with that in depth at another time. But, Flawless, when I look at United,
when I look this with a straight face, you know,
of course it's a straight face. I'm being real right now.
Yeah. Go on, carry on. I'm letting you land. Go on.
When I look at United, I was listening to the shows, and again, I got to consume more than just your show. I got to hear things.
Absolutely.
I got to hear things elsewhere as well. You know me. I also do a show with the American Waffle, and I'm not going to divulge anything with regards to anyone's.
Staffy been moving crazy over there, is what you're saying. Shout out Staffy though.
Not that he's moving crazy, but again, everyone's taking logic. Everyone's taking these points and being like, me saying that City are going to be far off it. City won't be challenging. I hear their points of view. I hear their facts on it. So what I say, and I'm talking to United fans, and United fans that want to label me the GLE, or United fans that want to label me the underdog gimmick guy, don't tell me that City are finishing third or fourth or won't challenge because of the dismissal of Pep, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Ake, and Stones. Don't then tell me that I'm doing an underdog gimmick when you label all those things. I ain't speaking to you.
I'm just saying it's not now in regards to it. It's not now.
What's not now?
I agree. I don't think it's an underdog gimmick because a lot of people do have you lot third, fourth, or think you're going to fall away. I personally don't, but a lot of people do.
Okay, but here's the thing, Flawless. Here's the thing. And I don't expect anyone to give me my flowers because I'm confident in myself. I look at my mirror and that's all that I need. I don't need anyone praising me. But the seasons where I said, you know what, I don't think City are at it. I do expect us to challenge. Happened 2 seasons ago where we didn't happen to win the league. So was I the underdog gimmick? Was I gaslighting when I pointed out how I saw my club not as strong as before and we didn't finish to actually win it? I'll wait.
Nah, well, the thing is, you still was.
I was labeled an underdog gimmick for the last 2 seasons, Flawless. So I'll wait on whether I was doing a gimmick or I knew ball and y'all, not necessarily you, but y'all that were telling Vader's doing the underdog, who was right, who was wrong.
Yeah, but just because you fell short doesn't mean you weren't the underdog going into it. You can still fall short and not be the underdog.
But Flawless, here's the point. I wasn't saying that I was underdog. I was pointing out why we would fall short, or why we would challenge long, and they would just ignorantly say it's underdog gimmick.
Because the reason why they called it the underdog gimmick is because of you putting too much on it. That's what it was. You was putting too much on the negativity. So not negativity, but I'd say what's the words I'm looking for? The bad parts about Manchester City. Because if you would have got asked, would you swap your team for Arsenal's at that point, you'd say no each time. So it ain't that bad. You want to swap your teams for Arsenal's at that point. So it ain't that bad.
Okay.
So it goes to show the point is I'm making is the levels between the two teams is not massive. Is the point?
Because it's not about swapping teams. Sometimes
I'm just pointing that out. You wouldn't swap.
No, I know you're pointing that out, but I don't like you pointing that out because it's not necessarily accurate. Because there's points. Because again, do I want to swap my defense? No, I don't want to swap my defense. Would I want to swap my attack? No, I don't want to swap my attack. But if you're going to ask me with regards to my defense, can they be consistent enough? That's where I'm like, you know what? That's the issue, right? So the swapping, I dismiss. Would you trade teams? No, I'm talking about, you know what? Over the course of the season, where I see deficiencies, and again, I got no problem with it. Like I said, I could care less. I joke. Being called the GLE, I don't care.
Yeah, but don't love you.
But when it comes down to when we want to talk ball, because sometimes people want to talk ball, sometimes they want to say it's a banter. When I'm telling you guys, City I've seen my club before. We don't look to be good enough to win it. Do I back my club? Yes, but for us to win, Here's all the things I got to point out for Arsenal or Liverpool to get wrong, and it was a lot. So all I'm saying is,
fair, though.
I am labeled the GLE, but I talk ball, and they label me the GLE because it's
two
easy
things can be
and
true.
it's
We don't
lazy.
really label you the GLE surrounding City though, because normally with City, more often than not, I agree with your takes on City. More often than not, there's not too many takes I've heard from City, and I'm like, oh, that's bad. Reason why we call you GLE is because how you gas up the rivals. That's what we're talking about. That's where that stems from.
Hold on.
So can we get to it in regards to Manchester United and I want to know your thoughts on that. Where do you think exactly? That? Do you agree with me, or do you agree with? Do you believe this Manchester United side can mount a serious title charge this season, as currently constructed, as everybody is currently constructed right now? Everybody's as is.
No, as currently constructed, my answer is no. But I don't think your business is over. That's why.
Okay, so let's say we do the business that I believe we're going to do, and we sign a left back and a central midfielder. That's general consensus, by the way, more than likely. Some people may not. Do you think with a left back and a central midfielder, this Manchester United side can go and compete and challenge genuinely for a league title?
I think as currently constructed, I would give...
Now with the two additions, so the left back
with the two additions, I think you would have enough quality too. Now, when we talk about are you doing it as late as game week 38, or are you maybe falling off by game week 32?
What's your definition of a title challenge to you? Because everyone's is different. What's yours?
You've got to be in the room of challenging by winter break. You have to be.
When the break is that? Okay, that's early. When is winter break?
No, like by the holidays. By January, we should.
Oh, so you're saying January? Okay, so you're saying January. So if
by
you're
Jan, you should be
off top. All right, yours is earlier than mine first. So you believe from August to January, United can be in and around the top of the table?
Yeah,
okay.
I do. Now, there's questions on that. There's whether
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. That's possible, but that's not my definition of a title challenge. But go on, carry on.
All right, so let's just use the example. Can the number of clubs that could be in title challenging range by January, I think United could be one of those clubs. I think Arsenal, I don't know if they're necessarily going to run away with it, but they're going to be the strongest. They are going to be the favorites, okay? And I'm not saying that to be the underdog. Arsenal are going to be the favorites with regards to this season.
Oh, they are the favorites. Agreed.
Yeah.
That's not an underdog thing. They are the favorites.
Okay.
It's just that we don't want it. The thing is that where you got so lost with the City thing, we're not here. You have a generational manager, arguably the best manager ever, had at that time. Obviously not now. That's why we ain't trying to hear about shortcomings when you have that manager.
I know you don't want to hear it, but again, I was right. You were wrong. When it comes down to the last, it's just.
I wasn't wrong on anything. I'm just saying we don't want to hear.
No.
He should have done better, but we moved.
Okay, well, should have done better, and what the actual results were, I was right.
He failed. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Pep failed. I hear it. But go on, carry on.
When I point out Pep failed, and you were wrong. When it comes down to
we both were wrong, but it happens. Two goats. Sorry, go on.
Listen, a goat does not call himself a goat. That's rule number one. You do not do that.
You say your gaffer said my gaffer was the goat, so I hear it. But carry on. You're right.
Yeah, absolutely deserving.
Yeah, Pep said that about Fergie. We know. But go on. Sorry, as you were
deserving. But when it comes down,
and wait, how was I wrong? You picked City to win the league. You joke, man.
Okay, were you not wrong?
You had City first. I had City first too. So we was both wrong.
False. Why are you getting see chat? See how sensitive this guy is.
See, no, because
I got no issues. I've got no problem. Hold on. I got no problem saying I was wrong.
Yo, wait.
The problem is, see, Flawless was wrong, and he's like making up his face like I don't want to hear that I was wrong. I don't want to hear that.
No, I want us to. If I'm wrong by myself, say so. We was both wrong. You made the same prediction I did. You had City winning the league the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, but that was again. Where we're very different is I would point out that who I'm going up against would have to fall off, not because of how good my quality is.
I hear that.
That's the difference. That's it's a very clear distinction between the two of us.
Yeah, we were both wrong, but go on, carry on as you were. See, this guy about you was wrong. No, we was both wrong.
Hey, I'm just you see how sensitive he is when you point out that he was wrong. When it comes down to where United can be from the January transfer window, I don't think there's going to be many teams that are going to be challenging. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, interesting.
I think we can see United. I think we'll see City, And I think everyone else aren't in challenging contention with the exception of Chelsea as things stand right now. Right? I'm changing that up with regards to you because I think more business is going to be done. I'm changing that up with regards to City because I think more business will
Do
be
it
done.
based on what business you think teams do.
Here's the thing. Chelsea, honestly, Chelsea don't need to do much as of already. If they have players go, then they need to acquire. But from what I understand, they've already strengthened or they've already gotten replacements in the event that players leave. So that's why they're telling everybody, hey, come get Enzo, come get Gusto, come get Neto, because they already have a surplus in how they want to run things. So I think they're I think they're already secure with regards to the depth of their squad. So I think in terms of being in challenging range, it's going to be City, Chelsea, Arsenal, and United.
Chelsea,
not necessarily
Chelsea, City, Arsenal, United. Okay.
Yeah, not in any particular order, but I think we will be those clubs, especially around that winter break or going into the new year. It's like, you know what? These are the four that we'll see how long they can continue pushing this with regards to the title race. We haven't seen multiple team title race late in seasons, so I'm not going so far to go beyond that. And I also think it would be silly of me to do that when I haven't seen Zabi manage a game in the Prem, nor have I seen Maresca manage City in the Prem. So I'm going to leave it for January for now. I hope that's fair. I hope some of you in the chat can show some patience and be like...
See, you didn't say nothing wild.
I usually don't.
You didn't say no. Normally there is something that is like, whoa, where did you get that from? So you agree with me about Manchester United then? You don't think we can mount a challenge late? I don't think we can. Because that's my definition of a serious title challenge. So what was all that in the chat when we're in agreement?
No, all that in the chat is how you would give. And again, the only reason I'm getting time right now is because Flawless knew, because I pointed out how he was a host last time. That's the only... Flawless would have been cut me off 5 minutes ago. Had I started talking about,
learning,
what, he would have been... Chat, come on. Let Flawless know in the chat. Flawless would have been cut me off and be like, Vader, stop this.
Yeah, I'm evolving. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to improve.
You're evolving.
To be the best I can be, man. I can't, so we can't improve every day. Huh? Is that not the aim? I get up every day, look in the mirror, and try to be better than I was yesterday. So when I do this and I go live, and I look into this camera and speak into this microphone, I try and be better than I was previously, and so forth and so forth. You pointed out something, so I'm like, you know what? That's a fair criticism. Let me change.
Okay.
That was wrong of me. So therefore, I was like, let's give Vader the time.
All right, I appreciate that. That.
And then you happen to, after all that, to agree with my take anyway. That we can't challenge late.
Well, I also think, and that's a decision based off of now, because I'm not willing, Vader isn't willing to go so far and talk about game week 38. With League Cup games, FA Cup games, UCL games. I'm not willing to say, would you say that you would be challenging by Jan? Or you think you would have fallen off before then?
Again, I can't call it a fall off. It's more so I just don't think we'll be there like that.
You don't think you'll be with you think you'll be outside of 6 points by Jan up top?
Potentially, but I don't really look at it. Could we? If someone said you said it makes sense. If someone says United are going to be 5 points off the top by January the 1st, 2027, I'm like, I can see that. But in the grand scheme of things,
so we're in agreement. You're actually in agreement with me.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying. We again see that. So wait, you don't agree with me, but I agree with you. Asshole, yo, this guy's such an idiot. I'm clipping this. This guy, you see people, you see that? That is the gaslighting right there.
No, don't do that. Don't do
no. Don't do that. See what he just said there? He said you're in agreement with me. So wait, I'm not. He's not in agreement with me, but I'm in agreement with him, even though we're saying the same thing. People, that is outrageous. Yeah, King, you laugh. You see that, people, when he's like, oh, GLE this is the GLE clip. This is the GLE clip right here, people. This is it. I'm gonna clip this. This is the gaslighter extraordinaire clip right there in a nutshell. Man just turned around and said, nah, I don't agree with you. You agree with me. What? When we say the same thing. Outrageous. This is egregious behavior. This is egregious behavior. And he almost said it with a straight face as well. Oh, that's why you crying to see people when he's like, I'm not a gaslighter. Exhibit flipping A.
No, it wasn't
Right
gaslighting.
here. Exhibit flipping A. Right here. That Chinlu diabolical, man. That king, I know you cracking up because you see that. So yeah, to the point I'm making is, could we be? Yes, we could be 4 or 5 points off the top. We're good enough.
Okay.
We've seen that. We've shown that in the last 6 months of the season. So are we capable? Yes, but I think eventually our shortcomings will catch up with us, which is our defense, which is what I've been talking about all summer long.
Okay.
I've been saying this, that our
Fair.
defensively, our back four is not good enough. Hence why I kicked off this show saying, talk to me. Why do you believe we can challenge with this back four?
So again, so just so all things are level, I'm only going so far as January. All right.
All right, that's
I'm
fine.
only going so far as January. So that's why, again, chat, I know it was funny. I know we kind of got a clip or whatever. But the reason why I had to point out that Flawless was in agreement with me is because we reset where we thought challenging was. All right. Flawless was talking challenging beyond January.
Yeah, what I call a title challenge. This is why I asked you, because everyone's different in regards to what
exactly.
What in class as a serious challenge. That's why mine is just beyond yours.
I just want to point out that technically, yes, I'm in agreement with Flawless. However, I haven't gone so far to go beyond January with regards to assessment. Okay. Bringing it back to January where Flawless is comfortable to project with regards to that. He's in agreement with me with regards to United being in challenging range by that time.
You could be, yeah, because I think I have a third overall. So us being there at the top of the table in January makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So
that makes sense. I don't think we're gonna heavily fall. But again, our defense is that's the point I've been making to everyone. And it wasn't until we lost our last friendly that everyone's like, our defense.
Are you still talking about? You don't want to talk about the
our defense is. There's nothing to talk about for me because I didn't watch it. But in regards to it, you gotta win that. We owe Amarin, but we move.
Wow.
We won't get a chance till next preseason because they in Europe, or they in the champs. So we won't get a chance till then. But my point is that we lost that game. It was poor defensively. I've been told, like I said, I didn't watch, and then everyone points out that
why didn't you watch it?
I don't watch friendlies. Period. I don't watch friendlies.
What's your reason for not watching friendlies?
There's no stakes. I don't like. I've struggled to watch sport when there's nothing at stake.
Okay, hold on. Let me peel this onion a little bit. Everybody in the chat, patience, please. We got time today.
We got time today. We got time today.
What do you think is the purpose of your club having these friendlies?
Mainly fitness and working on stuff, but fitness and working on things. So you're gonna experiment. So there's things that are gonna look wrong. Like people have pointed out in the friendly that players out there look rusty that he left on for 90 minutes. Because it's like, yeah, they're supposed to look rusty there. Like I think it was Rashford's first preseason game. I think it was Bruno's first preseason game. Like I don't need to see the manager experiment and people cry, oh, he's getting this thing like, oh, such and such didn't work. Well, of course he's going to try it. And the main thing is fitness. But I've seen people in my chat pop up and say, such and such look rusty. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, of course he looked rusty. That's like saying, yo, I seen someone fat in the gym today. He was on the treadmill. Well, clearly they're there trying to lose weight. Like, does it make sense? What are we talking about?
I really like that perspective, chat. And again, I know my reputation precedes me, but I like that perspective because we had many players playing for the first time in the Community Shield as well, right? So I know your point of view in terms of what there's no stakes. What's the point? You probably definitely do listen to the your peeps with regards to United fans.
I pay attention to everyone. I know if we're that bad, the rivals will tell me. That's how I know we've had a good preseason.
But even with United fans that would have watched the game and see this, see that, you're going to take some of that information. I do the same thing. But I don't put it in like, woe is me, this is disaster. And let me bring it to the city side just for a second. The Community Shield falls into that a lot as well, right? It happened to be a World Cup year. It happened to be some preseason games. We went overseas to Asia. Not everybody made that travel. In particular, players that played in the World Cup were showed or featured for the first time, right? Mm-hmm. Like the likes of Holland, the likes of Anderson, the likes of Doku, right? We would have seen them playing this as their first game. So when you want to talk about rust, when you also want to say, the manager's trying things that didn't work, that was evident in this Community Shield. So some of the rivals and some of the City fans, I should say, that are like, oh my gosh, Maresca, he's lost the plot. He doesn't know what his best back four is. He doesn't know what his best 11 is. Guys, It is the Community Shield, and it's also the first time he's actually had some players play.
So you're not because the chat word to me asked you about it anyway. So yeah, go further into the Community Shield and your thoughts on it.
Yeah. So first of all, result wise, hurt. The result hurt. And it hurt because you never want to see your club surrender 3 goals, let alone surrender the first goal in 25 seconds and be down 2 goals before 30 minutes. Like you don't want that.
Absolutely not.
Now, am I losing my mind with regards to the game? No, I get it. It's in my opinion, a forced rivalry with regards to Arsenal. Manchester City aren't really supposed to have any beef with anybody. We shouldn't be beefing with anybody other than United. I mean, we beef with Liverpool only because we were going back and forth.
You're going for titles. Once you're going for titles, you're numero uno target. Like
but it's never been like it's never been that like bloody. We hate you. Okay. All that said, I did not want to lose to Arteta. I did not want to lose to this Arsenal with regards to the Community Shield. I want all trophies. I want all trophies like that. Now, what I saw and what Maresca had to do was surprising for a few factors. He put Kostanov at right back, and that he had to do that because he's the only player we had available. It would have typically been Matheus Nunes, who got hurt in warm-up. When we think of a manager that's new to a club, doesn't have his, like the philosophy, his patterns of play, what his instructions, that's not downloaded on these guys yet. All these guys are still, they're trying to, of course, you play football.
So this is where you're saying patience, you'll give it time because he's still
this is the patience that I'm definitely giving after a Community Shield.
System. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. So when you have Matheus Nunes, who was our right back, intended to play, didn't, and you have Kostanov that on the days like you're playing right back, again, he shouldn't have fallen asleep the way he did for the first 2 goals. But at the same time, is this Maresca's belief of what his best back four is? I don't believe so. I don't believe that he thinks is the best back four. In my opinion, I would like to see Nunes. I would like to see Guehi or Kostanov, depending on the opponent we're playing because of pace. I definitely want to see Gavardiol at that left center back. And I'm cool with Aït-Nouri. I'm cool with Nico O'Reilly. I might even have to be patient and say, you know what, Nico O'Reilly, in the academy you played in the midfield, I might have to see you in the midfield and Aït-Nouri at left back because right now we're doing some late business with regards to midfielders, but that's a conversation later on in the show.
Facts.
Elliot Anderson, debut. Y'all can kill him if you want. I know the script. I know the game. I know it. When it was Wirtz, Pops, you know this. When it was Wirtz, killing him, right? When it was Caicedo, debut, killing him. When it comes down to anyone that's 100 million, you're going to get the attention, you're going to get the heavy focus. Even Rice did not hit the ground running, and to be honest with you, if anyone to say that Rice is deserving of his 105 because he delivered you a prem, that's on you. I think if you spend 100 plus, I need to see more than that, because again, you're going to allow me to go shameless with regards to Jack Grealish if that's all we need is delivering a prem, right? But
valid. I agree.
Flawless. You know what? Flawless in host mode today. Chat. W's in the
shot. W's in the shot.
No, we need to do this. Flawless is ready for the season. Flawless is in great form.
I'm genuinely looking forward to the season.
Oh yeah. You're
beaming. You're beaming. But these fuckers better get these 2 players. But go on, carry on. We'll get to that. Okay. They better get these players.
Now, with regards to the game, Elliot Anderson didn't have the best game. All right, he didn't. Mm-hmm. But he also didn't look like he's out of depth. He didn't. Common, you know what it is. He also didn't look like he can't work. Larjo. He also didn't look like he can't work within the system. I think the pairing is going to be crucial. We'll see what Maresca works out. I saw Elliot Anderson at times. I know. Did you watch the Community Shield, or you just no?
No, I didn't watch the Community Shield game. No.
So at times Elliot Anderson was playing centrally. He was playing on the left side, playing on the right side. Sometimes he's as far wide and looking like a right forward, right, or right wing, I should say, because he was delivering some crosses into the box. I think this is all Maresca tinkering, and again, it's a Community Shield. You don't want to suffer losses like this, but he's got to test some things out. When else is he going to do it? Semenyo, he didn't have the best of games, but I'm not mad at it. I know the quality of Semenyo. Haaland looked 2 or 3 steps off of it. He got served a few balls from Foden, from Doku, that you would have expected. Hey, he would have taken his time, put it on target. He skied one. He had one low. Ray actually made a very good save because it was like a blistering reaction. But I'm expecting to see a better pace, the monster of what Haaland is. I think these are all adverse effects of the World Cup. But I'm calm. I don't think we are as poor as that game was. Doku getting hurt is killing me.
Oh, the Doku, how bad's the injury?
It looks like he's out for maybe 2 weeks, maybe more. It's a calf strain. I don't think it's anything too severe.
So will Semenyo go left and then it's Cherky or Foden on the right, or will Semenyo stay on the right and it's Foden or Cherky on the left? Like
I would assume Semenyo would go left because we saw Semenyo a lot. Large up. You know what it is. The soundboard. Listen, my silent investors have been helping me tremendously with regards to some of my production. So you expect.
Yeah, I need to get on your wavelength with that. That's my plan. Not the soundboard, but the improvement of the. I'm gonna patent something though. I'm gonna get something.
Yeah. We'll talk. Wait, no. The soundboard could be nice. Let me give you another one. You might not like this one, but let me give you a nice soundboard.
Go on.
Let me give you.
I know what it's gonna be.
Was asked in 2009 if City could ever go into a derby as favourites. He said, "Not in my lifetime." Now it's every time.
Sound bites like that. I don't know if it was loud enough for you. Let me know in the chat.
I heard it in it. But we glad that's over anyway, in it, because you about to be an immortal. So
flawless. Don't hold on.
You about to be an immortal, so we glad you're not going into every derby as the favorites. I'm saying you're mortal again, not our greatness. This is you lot not being where you was at. See the 8 in 10 and 4-peating and 3-peats and Champions League and trebles. That's done with. That's over. By the way, you lot being a dynasty is done with.
You think it's temporary or you think it's forever?
No, of course, not forever. You can go back if you have the resources. If you get the right manager, of course you can. I'm saying for the short term, currently.
Yeah. I would agree.
Over the next 2-3 years, forget it. It's already been 2 years without a prem. It's about to be 3. The Champions League was 2022, right? When did you lot win the champs? 22, 23,
2023.
Okay, cool. So it's about to be 4 years without that. And trust me, as a United fan, I know them years rack up quick.
Yeah.
But go on, carry on as you were.
Okay. I'm not expecting, because again, I was there. I mean, I didn't have as many platinums back then, but I was there. I know how long it takes to create or set the foundation. The foundation to a dynasty. Flawless knows this. That's why he should be telling his other United fans that think things just come that easy. Like all these Instagram microwave, they think everything's so quick. Flawless needs to be telling his younger. I mean, actually, he needs to be telling some of his older United fans. It takes time to build things. That class of '92 was beautiful, but it doesn't happen on the regular. If it was, we would have seen a class of what? 02. We would see a class of 2022. It takes time to build things. But what I saw in this game, I think Semenyo is going to be going to the left if I were to anticipate him, because we play Bournemouth as our opener. Haaland's still going to be central. And I think internally we're looking to promote our academy player who actually played really well. Ryan, I think it's pronounced McAdoo. So he'll be there not as the main starter, but at least we have him on that right-hand side. And we've actually developed some nice attacking players. Oscar Bobbs moved on, but he was good for us. Had he not suffered an injury, I think he would have been in better service. We'll have him. And again, I think we'll have the versatility. I know apparently Chelsea fans been telling me Maresca likes his players to play wide, his wingers to play wide. Mm-hmm. So maybe we see, and I wouldn't be mad at this, but we see even a Foden or a Shirky play wide, but be given time to come centrally in possession with an overlap of a Mateus Nunes. That might be a possibility. I don't know. But our midfield is the biggest question for us. The reason why I'm patient, the reason why I need to do shows and talk to my City fans is like, listen, when we went out and got a Yaya Toure, David Silva, and those players continued on year after year, not only for Mancini, but Pellegrini, and also gave us with Pep, we need to get those midfielders and lock in. I think Elliot Anderson, yes, I'm not saying that he's...
So let me ask you, is Enzo Fernandez that midfielder? Because let me get to the actual, what's it called? Actually, let me get to the 2 super chats real quick, and then we're going to get back to that. Before we do, run up the likes, you lot. Over 70 people in the building. I've not done a like check the whole stream. We're at 55 likes. Let's get up to 70 likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. We're up to 18,000 subscribers. We're at 17,179. Give us one more subscriber, people. Get us to 17,180. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV as well. The link's underneath in the description. I've just added it to the chat as well, so refresh. Also, shout outs to SB. Did I get to this one? Yeah, SBO2. Big up. I don't even know if you're still in the chat, but big up.
Yo, large up the chat. I just saw my sub go up by 1. Yo, bless the Sarcasm City community.
You lot, subscribe to Veta Games TV. There's more than one of you lot who haven't subscribed. So if you're supporting me, you're supporting Sarcasm City TV. Go and support Veta, people. 116 million, and he did the things you bought him for in the Premier League. It's not like he has to warm into the league, so there will be zero leeway. He's talking about Elliot Anderson now.
Zero leeway.
Yeah, from him, SBO2. He's talking from his perspective. And I know him as, like, as he says, a United fan, like, he's zero leeway with everybody pretty much. Shout out SBO2.
Hey, that's fine. That's having that type of standard or expectation. I ain't mad at that. I know that, again, for all of us, in all aspects, whether it's work life, competitive sports life, this is a player switching clubs, instructions from another manager, playing with a different 10. No leeway. If you were to say, you know what, I'm going to at least give him, what, preseason's 3 games. At least give him 3 games. That was his first game Community Shield. But, hey, SB, you do you, man.
Welcome to being under the spotlight near the top of the table with 100 million plus pound players, man. This is what happens, whether it's fair or not. Like I say, we'll see. I'm going to be watching City closely this season, though. This is the first time in a long time I'm going to be watching City very, very closely. Why are you screwing your face?
This is the first time in a long time?
It was a long time. Yeah. I watch more City games this season than I have in the past. Probably since I've been content creating. I didn't really watch you lot like that. Because you lot was winning too much. So I was like, fuck all that. Now I'm like, all right, let's see.
So you deprived yourself of watching beautiful football?
Yeah, 100%. I can watch beautiful football elsewhere. It don't have to be the Ops.
That's a nasty.
Yeah, I can watch like City with the only team who play beautiful football.
In the Prem? Yeah, we're the only ones in the Prem.
Yeah, in the Prem, yeah, but I don't have to just watch the Prem. I can go watch La Liga or watch Liga or watch somewhere else.
Okay, so you're going to try to act like the only games you watched in the Prem were United games.
No, I watched other games, but for other reasons. I'm not watching from a content creator standpoint. I'm not watching them games for beautiful football.
Wow.
I'm watching to hate. What are we talking about? I'm watching hoping they lose. I'm watching hoping Manchester City lose, Arsenal lose, Liverpool.
You got too much hate in your life.
Yeah, because you love the Ops, because you want what's best for Manchester. Yeah, we know. You know what I'm saying?
I want what's best for the Prem. I want what's best.
Yeah, you want what's best for the Prem, man. You know, I'm taking from the rich and giving to the poor. Yeah, we know the spiel, man.
That's not a spiel.
Big up, Snow Bunny Pucky Hunter, my guy, man. All the time, you always supporting. Yeah, this is my guy, always supporting all the time.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy username, crazy super chats, but he supports as well, man. So if you see him in your chat, don't block him, Veta. You'll see. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Snowbody.
Yeah, let me see where my subs are. Let me see where my subs are.
Yeah, don't make sure
Yeah, I just got another one. Bless up.
There we go. Says, long live my king, flawless, as my sources told me. Yeah, the rest of this is crazy and untrue, but I'm not even gonna read it out. But big up to you, Snowbody Pucky Hunter. Yeah, super chats are wild. They're always wild. But big up to you, man. But no, this is not the case in that. But I do, obviously, people know I love snow.
Yo, that Abby's crazy too.
Yeah, but it's man. If it's good snow, I must go. We know this, man. Mancunian Milk, man. You know the vibes. Winter Walker, Ski Slope Soldier, Milk Luther King Jr. What? Know what it is. The calcium connoisseur, head of the calcium cartel. You know the vibes.
All right.
You know what it is.
Crazy.
Why? It's like I say, man. Mancunian Milk, man, over here. If it's good snow, I will go. I have a dream too. Right. So where was we at anyway? Enzo Fernandez. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
I just hope you don't get any. How long has it been? It's been 1 month since you've been in LA.
Yes, it's been now just over a month still.
Just over a month. All right, we got about 8 more months. Hopefully, Flawless ain't getting no calls 8 months from now.
I'm safe all the time. Let me clarify that. I have protection. TL saying I am two DMs. Back for 2 DMs that go nowhere. Let me clarify that, yo. Back for 2 DMs that go nowhere. See, man, the Cravendale Crusader. Them might know the vibes.
Crazy.
I'm saying the Lactose Lieutenant. Yeah, the list goes on.
Wow.
He's got so many names.
That's crazy.
These man came up with bad names. Yeah, man, King, I have a dream too. MLK wasn't the only brother with a dream. But yeah, Manchester City held more internal conversations around Enzo Fernandez today. It would not be a surprise if they opened formal talks with Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez, explain this one to me because I don't get it. I hope it happens. I hope you lot sign it.
You hope we sign him.
Yeah, 'cause I don't see where he fits. Because people are saying it's going to be the final third. It's going to be him, Elliot Anderson, and another. But then you lot are talking about Nico Gonzalez potentially leaving. So who's going to be the sixth?
I think the one thing, to be honest with you, Reinders has been an amazing adaptive reactionary business, right? We got him, I believe, for like 37. We got him on the cheap, right? This was the summer where Pops and his crew were just splashing mad cash. We got 3 players for the price of 1. But Reinders didn't hit the ground the way we expected. We're not wasting any time. We don't think that he has the physicality or the defensive know-all to really be good for us from a City standpoint or Maresca. We've shipped him on for a profit, all right? So again, this is where I'm in my GLE mode. For you, not necessarily flawless, but for you rivals to be like, City spending again, and want to ignore how well we sell, all right? City spending close to 700 million. Okay, but how much have we also sold? The fact that we spent money on a Trafford, everyone's gonna remind me of. You're gonna put it to the tally, but you're not gonna note that I sold Trafford. All the money I spent on Reinders, you're gonna remind me how much I spent, but not that I sold Reinders, right? So we're selling Reinders for profit, not quite there. But I think what we were looking to get out of him, where you're pointing out, I don't quite see it. I think Enzo Fernandez could be what we expected Reinders to be. Some physicality within that midfield, someone that's going to be able to release some passes or run in late into the box and give us some goal scoring opportunities. I think he can fit there. I think he can actually play on that left-hand side or the right-hand side, but I can see him playing on that left-hand side in the midfield. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And be able to just be able to. He's not the most swift of feet, but I think he will go in for a tackle. I think he can do what's asked with regards to that. Is he as technically sound as a Gundogan? Does he read the game that way? I don't believe so, but I think he could be a quote-unquote lesser version of that, but better than what we had in Reinders, right? That's where I think it fits. When it comes down to what is that defensive pairing, could a Enzo Fernandez, Elliot Anderson, anchored by, and it looks like Nico G's leaving to Newcastle, which is crazy to me.
Nico G fits that.
He does, and I don't know how real that is, but if he's moving on, we have to, before I go off on this tangent, if Nico G's leaving, City have to be doing something crazy. Like City have to be dropping money on someone, because it wouldn't make sense for us to let Nico G go and it's only Bouwadi that's coming in to be in our 6. It wouldn't make sense to me.
So you're saying it'd be Bouwadi and Enzo and another if you sell Nico G?
It'd have to be. It would have to be. So, and again, a midfield right now of Bouwadi, Enzo Fernandez, Elliot Anderson. I don't like the. You know what? The technical ability, Enzo can again provide, but it's not looking very nice to me, and it's not something I'm accustomed to, right? I have to see, and again, this is where I'm still going to be patient. I need to see what Maresca is trying to put together. Like I mentioned, if we're going to have a Shirky or a Foden play out on that right wing, but he's going to give them time to come centrally, and that's where we're going to kind of have this attacking advantage. Maybe that could work, but we can't be letting Nico G go and not go out and get another midfielder, or like what we've done, Flawless, because some clubs have been kind of gun shy. They tend to say, you know what, they get their allowance to spend money in the summer for whatever reason. When January comes around, no one wants to spend in the January transfer window. We're trying to make it trendy. It hasn't caught on yet. Maybe it will, but maybe for a 3rd January window in a row, we spend and we go out and get.
I've been saying one wrong though. If you're spending in January, that normally means that you didn't get the business right in the summer.
No, that's old school. That's old school thinking. That's old school thinking. The reason why I say that's old school thinking. Yeah,
unless it's a market opportunity to go get 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
Go get 2, 3 players in the window. If you get 1, I hear it. But if you go get 2, 3 in January, something went wrong. To me.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You don't think something went wrong? Getting one, yes, but to go get 2, 3. Like, you didn't sign Semenyo and Gueye are talented players, yes, but they are players you should have bought in the summer.
I know, but at the same time, if you want to think about being able to pull those players, some of the clubs, here's where I think it's old school. The clubs don't see the clubs are seeing the opportunity more because of January than they would in the summer.
You lot could have signed them too.
You
lot could have signed.
Again,
if you not going back to
Flawless,
hold
on.
I mean,
at the time, here's where we're playing chess. I know Pops, Barnes, Crab might get upset with this, but when they're doing all the legwork for a Gueye and kind of move slow on it, take their time with it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the soundboard and the production team.
Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
When they took their time and didn't pull the trigger, then we had a chance to react in the January transfer window, and it was actually important. I don't think I would have been in the title race as late as I was. And yeah, they want to say, oh, Gueye's pass back in Everton cost us, but we wouldn't have been in the title race had it not been for Gueye joining. We wouldn't have been in the title race had it not been for Semenyo going. So I'm glad that we make moves like that. But I think it's a change of times. I think clubs are realizing, you know what? New year, this influx of money, we'll take it. And I think that's how we're trying to take advantage. I don't know, and I want to ask you as a United fan, how dead or how realistic are these Tchouaméni talks? Is it
what's
dead?
United?
No, just as movability.
Oh, him leaving?
Yeah.
Dead? He ain't leaving, man. Tchouaméni's going nowhere, man.
Okay.
Been saying this. I've been saying this. Tchouaméni's going nowhere. Like, as much as everybody, and not you, but like the content creator space and social media had him sold. Because I kept hearing from the start of this window, Real Madrid are going to sell a midfielder. But like I keep saying, Tchouaméni, nor Tchouaméni's representatives, nor Real Madrid ever said this man was available. When a player wants to leave or is available, you hear he's available at the right price. Or his agents are talking about him, or he says something, etc. Like, you don't hear, like Enzo Fernandez, exactly prime example. We know that he wants to leave Chelsea. We know Chelsea why Chelsea are setting deadlines. So yeah, Tchouaméni ain't going nowhere. And he signed a new deal as well.
That deadline stuff was cute. Like Chelsea.
If I froze or Veta froze, you let me know in the chat.
No, no one's frozen. Am I frozen?
I think it was me. Yeah, you're back. Go on.
Oh, we're back?
Okay. It was me or you. It's one of the two of us. But go on, that deadline. Okay. Go on.
The deadline was cute. Shout out to my blue brothers over there in London. Them trying to big brother Manchester City. Like, guys, come on now. You're not going to, and shout out to how you build your squad. I love seeing all my academy players performing well over there. But you're not going to bully and tell us, you know what? Pay up by 5 p.m. on Friday with regards to Enzo Fernandez. Guys, come on now. Come on, Flawless. I talked about it last show. Mm-hmm. You know this. I said the analogy because this happened to Flawless. Probably happened to Flawless when he was out in L.A. You're just minding your own business. You're minding your own business. You're really not checking for anybody. But you feel there's this glance, like you're feeling some heat on the side of your face. You're like, oh, she's giving me the eye. Enzo's been giving the eye to City for so long. He wants out. He wants out of Chelsea. There's no leverage. There's no leverage with regards to you're going to dictate. One, you're going to dictate what the price is when we know the player is not happy there, does not want to be there. You can set your evaluation, and this is where he's going to move, but you're not going to bully City in doing this. We don't have this. And again, this is why it's beautiful, and I love seeing it. Chelsea, great sellers. City, great sellers. We've also, over the years, way back, had to fight with regards to how we buy. We didn't have to. We used to splash cash. Both my blue brothers in London, we used to just splash. Didn't care. I don't care what the tag says. I'm getting it. But now we've had to be a lot more responsible. Chelsea, you're not going to tell us it's now 130 or 140, whatever you're joking about with regards to Enzo. I believe that a deal may happen with regards to Enzo because, again, why would Chelsea want to hold on to a player that doesn't want to be there? And City, with a vacancy now with Rodri, do need to react. So we're going to find some business that works.
Because of you would think. It's because of the price. Obviously, they want a certain amount because they want to replace him. That's what that is.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Let me ask you though. Obviously, this could change.
I want us to do what Liverpool did though. Shout out to Barnes, Pops, and Crab. Shout out to my shout out to my Liverpool guys for what they did. All right, sorry, Newcastle, but I'm like, yo, Chelsea, don't tempt me. Don't make me do what Liverpool did. Don't make me do what Mons did. You know, Mons went out and he got Ekitike and Isak. He got their replacement and a player from Newcastle. Chelsea, don't make me go out and get your replacement. Don't let me go out and get Wharton, and then also get Enzo. Don't do that. Don't do that. So relax a little bit with this deadline talk, but I think we get business done. I think we get business done.
Let me ask you: do you think you sign Enzo Fernandez?
I think we do, but not at 120.
Okay, and you're preaching patience with Enzo Maresca. So you're not, obviously you don't want to lose heavily like you did, but you're not taking it as like it's all falling down.
Flawless. Let me do this real quick because I know you didn't get a chance to tune in, but I'm gonna give everybody a little bit of what happened today early on my show. So I had to speak about why I had this level of patience, right? And the reason why I have this level of patience is because, and my name's kind of covering it up right now, but I'm giving it till game week 6. I'm giving it till game week 6. And again, that's even short for me. I'd give it a lot more time, but I'll at least entertain. I'll hear what my City fans want to say with regards to things when it comes to game week 6, because by that time we would have played. Let me go through. Do I have my fixtures nearby?
Do your thing, I'm here, man. Do your thing. I just want them to see the full. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV.
Yo, large up. You got to do the damn thing. But I pulled up the fixture list, and I'm gonna put it on screen, but I'm gonna speak to it.
Go on. Do your thing.
We have Bournemouth, which is gonna be great because obviously that's gonna be Semenyo playing against his former team and all that stuff. But we play Bournemouth at home. We're gonna follow that up by playing Crystal Palace. That's an away game. We're gonna follow that up by playing against Coventry, newly promoted. So when we think of the things that Maresca is going to be challenged with, home and away, playing against a promoted team, following playing against a promoted team, we're playing United away at Old Trafford.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that.
You can't wait for that?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that.
All right, I like that. We'll
100%.
do some content leading into it. Look at how this guy stood closer in his chair and was all
absolutely,
smiling.
Man. I'm ready for that game.
Yeah, you ready for that one? Nice.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to we're playing United. Following United, we play at home versus Sunderland, and then game week 6 is Liverpool, and it's away at Anfield. I'm going to be like, you know what? Let me see how Maresca managed the challenges of home opener. Let me see how Maresca deals with playing away. Let me see how he deals with a promoted team, not taking them lightly or being dialed in, being able to deal with a club that he hasn't seen often. Let me see how he deals with big derby with regards to United, and obviously an away ground. Yeah, I did the double. Sorry, Liverpool guys, but yeah, I did the double last season. I'm expecting to do the double again. It's not quite.
Oh yeah, I did the same. I did the double over last season.
Let's
go, man. Man. You already know.
Bless. So I'm not expecting to do the double or Liverpool, but let me see how we compete going to Anfield again. I think by game week 6, I can see patterns of play. I can see a philosophy, I think, from the manager on how he deals with challenges, pressures, and I'm okay from there. But realistically from there, I'll entertain what City fans have to say. This is where my patience come from. But I know, and Flawless, I'm not being disrespectful. Please don't take this as any sign of disrespect.
Go on. It's going to be definitely disrespectful.
No, it's not going to be disrespectful. It's not going to be disrespectful. But guys, I've watched how difficult it is for a manager, for a fan base, and for players to play after a great has left.
That's fair. That's not disrespect.
And
why would you say that's disrespect? That's a fair comment.
No, because I'm bringing up old stuff. But I also don't want. This is where the disrespect might come through. To be honest with you.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want the City fans to react to Maresca like he's Moyes. I don't want us to have a lack of patience. I don't want us to be like,
you're in for a rude awakening, fam. That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. Let you not have a shaky start. That's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, Vita. Welcome to dealing with your fans Welcome to dealing with your fans overreacting. Welcome, man. Trust
No,
me.
they've been overreacting.
No,
I've
this
been
is a
get that, but
different
it's going to be different
reaction
now because
to
it's
that.
not Pep who's had
That's
the
it.
credit in the bank and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he
but this
was
is
the
where I'm
bank.
saying, learn from our rivals. Learn from what we saw. I don't want there to ever be an MCTV. You think I want what they were doing to Arsene Wenger? You think I want to see that happening here?
Might not be that, but I can see Maresca in versus Maresca out. That's going to be a thing. It's just that you lot haven't got. There isn't enough of you lot around, like content creators in terms of numbers, but that's going to be a conversation. I'm telling you. Let Maresca be like the first 6 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats. Watch the conversations. I'm telling you that the questions that they're going to field to you, not in particular me. Obviously, rivals are going to go over the top with it. Trust me, man. I can't wait to see how you deal with that, man. Welcome to my hell. Welcome.
But this is why I talk about game week 6, because it depends on who we're playing, how these losses happen, how we play.
You think they're going to be logical, Vale?
No, but that's how
you'll be logical, of course.
Yeah. No. Flawless. We talk to illogical people all the time.
That is fact.
That will not faze me. Listen, half of the content creators are psychopaths. They say one thing one week and say something completely, not even a week. They say one thing in the morning and then change their mind completely at night. So I'm not even stressed over any of that. But when I'm going to be talking to my community, and again, rivals that want to tune in, this is where I'm coming at. This is how I'm going to be discussing things. This game in particular in the Community Shield, it was embarrassing. All right. Do I label Maresca for it? No. Do I label Elliot Anderson and the debut for it? No. Do I label even Donnarumma having a poor game and saying, yeah, this is the Donnarumma we should expect? No. So all those things is where I'm like, listen, we need to calm things down a little bit and go from there. But this game versus Bournemouth, it's now got so much more of an emphasis.
Let you lot just drop points against Bournemouth. Actually, let you lot even win against Bournemouth and the performance ain't that. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. I just can't wait to hear those interactions, because I've never heard you in those interactions before, because it's never been a case for it because of the manager and gaffer you've had. So now I can't wait, man. I'm front and center Veta Games TV for them combos, man. I am there. I cannot wait. It's going to be great.
The things that make this guy happy
is it's great, man. The misery of my rivals. Fantastic, yo. I can't wait to see how you deal with that, man, because I know what that's like firsthand. Let you lot beat Bournemouth 2-0 and it's not impressive. Watch the questions that you get asked if it's not a good performance by your own fans.
I won't even be faced with it.
You won't be faced because I'm just interested. I'm not saying you'll be faced. I think you're perfect for that scenario, actually, because you are intelligent.
Good, though.
I just want to see how you deal with it. That's all. But go on.
Flawless. You know what I want to see? I want to see how you deal with it.
Deal with what?
Because I want to see how you deal with it. Because if we look poor with the result, right?
Yeah.
Or if we look poor with the performance, guess where, shout out to my man Eddie, guess to fans like that go with seeing that type of performance.
Yeah, they tell us what Eddie, you know what Eddie will say? This is what I expected from them, because a lot of fans have got you lot falling off a cliff. I personally don't.
Falling off a cliff, meaning
no,
what?
I'm saying that's what some fans like. I've seen, like, I was on shout out TJ's in the chat. I get to you, big up TJ every single time. Like, he's got City. I think he's got you lot like, who has it? Was it him? I think he might have had you lot like 4th or 5th. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, TJ. There's a lot of people I've seen making predictions having you lot 4th, 5th, sometimes lower. That's the point I'm making. Yeah, I was right. He has you lot 5th.
TJ, the guy that predicted that Arteta wasn't good enough to win the Prem. I'm going to take this guy serious. No,
he has you 5th. So that's the point I'm making, is so it just further emphasizes what they believe. So the likes of Eddie, what he believes, because he don't rate you highly either. I'm not asking his top 5, but I know he don't rate you like highly.
And that's fair. That's fair. Now, a man like Eddie can't label me as a gaslighter or playing the underdog.
He's carrot. I told you he's carrot cartel. I keep telling you this. He's CEO, head shareholder. Him and Sheik of the carrot cartel.
I think this United are actually well set up for a consistent season. It'll be interesting whether you get the signings that are necessary, but the fact that you got continuity with him says a lot. My only question, and this is where I got my feet on the ground, my only question with regards to United is, let me see him now manage in all competitions, because it's not just about being in the competition. It's what is expected as you have the United badge on. It's not just good enough to be in the competition.
No, it's facts. 100%. Which is again, A fair assessment. See, when you say fair stuff, I'm like, you know
I
what?
always
Fair
say
enough.
no. See, I always
No, you don't always say
fair
fair stuff. You want to
I
go
do.
back to the stuff I'm going to clip up, yo. I don't agree with you, but you agree with me.
when you go back and check it,
fraudulent, yo.
when you go back and check it, you'll know I was on point with that.
Yeah, sure, man. I can't wait to watch that back, yo. That is black. Man had the bare face to say that to me with a straight face, you know. Out flipping rages. Outrageous.
Now, I want to ask you this.
Go on. I know you got questions about United. Floor's yours. Go on.
Yeah. You didn't see the game, but would you agree that too much was made about playing Amrin going into it?
Oh, in regards to the loss, yes.
Even before the loss, I mean, going into the game, like the energy, the talking
Oh,
points.
no, because it's F that guy forever. So I get that. I don't care about friendlies. I wanted to beat him. I'm still fuming that we lost to him. Even though it was a friendly. I'm still fuming. Even though it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. That's just a bragging right situation. And now we got to wait till next preseason, or if he's still at AC Milan and they finish in the Champions League spots. I want him in Europe. If he's still if by some miracle he's still at AC Milan, I hope they're in Europe, and I want them. I want them in the group phase, and I want to draw them in the knockout stages as well. Okay. 3 times.
All right.
Never forget what he did.
I know the result. Yeah. I know the result doesn't matter. But talking to your United people, what about the performance, or what about the starting 11 or the player patterns? Do you have concerns other than good? Okay. Nah, okay.
Because I trust Carrick. So that's why I don't need to see preseason. From what I've been told in preseason is what I expected. Anyway, I trust Carrick. I watched him overachieve with that squad that I don't rate.
When was the last time you trusted a manager?
Amrin when he first got it.
Okay.
And that quickly evaporated. Well, yeah, Amrin when he first got here. But in regards to the start of the season, 3 seasons ago. So not 25, not 24, 23.
Yeah.
So it would have been 10 out second season to an extent, yes. And even that was a bit shaky.
Carrick's got your trust?
Yes. Carrick's got my trust. I still need to see more, but he's ticked all the boxes so far, so I can only judge him off that.
So I think you and I are similar in the sense of I need to see more from Maresca for him to earn my trust. Obviously, Carrick has earned yours, but I need to see Maresca.
Because Maresca's not.
Yeah, he hasn't been there.
Yeah. Whereas Carrick has gone.
Now where we are being sensible, and hopefully you don't take any issue with what I'm about to say, is I'm also not going to be impatient. I'm also not going to be quick to judge, because if the team right now, as currently constructed, does not get reinforced, I'm not holding this. Like, if it happens to be poor, I'm not holding it against Maresca's, because look at the gaps that are currently at my squad. You know what I mean? And I think we're similar to that. I think you want some reinforcements.
I said that about Carrick. If this is the window, let's say this is the window, like United, we only signed 2. I'm not looking at Carrick. My ownership failed.
All right, let's go.
And a brighten off the season, that I'm in agreement with you on. Yes,
right. I'm in the same boat. I think I'm not going so far to say that the board has failed Maresca, right? But one of my talking points right here, and I don't know if it quite showed up. I haven't discussed it yet. It's something that I'm going to get the community to kind of decide on, and maybe make a poll. But I think Maresca I think he has an assignment that's actually tougher than what Moyes had. I think what Maresca's got to do following this great is actually tougher what Moyes had to do following your great. And so that's why, if he doesn't have the reinforcements, or he doesn't right now have the backing, I'm not going to be Maresca out. I'm not. I don't think so. I don't. So this has been an absolutely great show, because everybody in the chat, we've agreed on a lot. Like, anybody tuning in for the first time, Sarcasm City TV, Man United, Manchester City. If you're tuning in for
most things, though, that's the craziest part. It's just that the 5%. No, it's just that the 5% that we disagree on, we're at completely opposite ends of the argument. That's what it is. Like, when we disagree, it's not 55-45. It's like 90-10 in regards to we're worlds apart. we are worlds apart. When we disagree, that's why it
Yeah.
becomes such a conversation and why the
True,
chat love
true.
it so much. Because when we disagree, we really disagree. It's not really. I disagree, but I see where you're coming from. It's like, no, I think that's absolutely batshit crazy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But you ain't said nothing that's that wild, apart from, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with you, you agree with me. But outside of that, yeah. Yeah. Like, and mine is that, and pretty much, and like I said, we have differences of opinion of what our title race is. So it's kind of like,
True.
I've said this, man. Like, I didn't need to lose a preseason game for everyone to go, our back four is not good enough. I've been saying we need a centre back. I've been saying this for the entire summer, that we need people telling me about left wing and all this nonsense. No, the attack is fine. It's the place in the team I trust the most. I trust us to create and score goals against anybody. That ain't an issue for me. Whoever the front four is, whatever front four we put out, I'm looking at it going, that can create, that can cause problems, that can score goals, whatever the quartet is. Adding Maino and Tillemans to that as well, you can throw them in the mix. Midfield still needs another body, but there's more depth there than there was last season. Cool. Back four is the problem. We're not going to go get a centre back. So we're probably going to get a left back, which I believe we get. Cool. It was great to see back in training. How fit he is right now, I don't know. I don't know his fitness levels. Can he stay fit? Now, if the Lit can stay fit and you bring me a left back, whole different conversation. If it's new left back, the Lit and Maz as my right back, much better.
Okay.
I like that defense because the Lit is our best centre back without question. Clear as day, he's our best centre back. Okay. So you add him to the team next, and then he's playing next to whoever, he makes them better, whoever that centre back is. And then you've got Maz at right back, even though he loves Delo, but Maz is a much better right back to me. And then the new left back.
Has Delo's played left back at times, right? Not under Carrick, but
he played left wing back, but he can play over the other side. Yes, he can play left back. But you've got Shaw who can play out there, Dog who can play out there. Bring me a left back, man. I've been saying this. Bring me a starting level left back, because not only does that add and help defensively, it also helps offensively. It will help Acuna so much. I prefer, my preference would be Lewis Hall, but I've been saying this. Even if it's not, bring me a left back.
How much is it rumored for Lewis Hall?
I think it's like 60 M's, they're saying. 60 M's, 65 M's. I'd pay it. Been saying this.
Yeah.
I'd pay it, but I don't think the club are as sold on Lewis Hall as I am, unfortunately. Right. So if that's the case, go elsewhere. I keep saying it. Last season, I wanted Emi Martinez. They didn't go and get Emi Martinez. They went and got Lemens. Lemens worked out. Cool. You brought me a goalkeeper. You don't have to be a player I know. I'm gonna have my preferences and the options that if you ask me, but it don't have to be a left back I know. It don't have to be a central midfielder I know. If it's two unknowns, I'm not gonna wild out like the fan base will. Cool. I'm not gonna wild out like the fan base will. Because the fans will make out like, oh yeah, Lemens, they was calm. No, you weren't calm with Lemens because we didn't know him. And the unknown scares people.
So
go on.
We've got a chance here for Manchester.
Oh Lord.
Why are you doing that?
Because there's no Manchester. Like collectively.
Both our clubs, Manchester. What are you doing?
Oh, we just don't say it as one. We're not collective. We're not the same. We don't want the best for each other. We don't want the best for each other.
We don't want the best.
You can say
each other.
So you can say the Manchester clubs, but don't say we Manchester. No, Manchester clubs. Yes.
We don't want the best for both of us, but we want the best just for us.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is the best just for us could have us second or third in this mix in terms of fighting potentially. Also,
unfortunately, that's my top four still. I do have you on second.
You wait. You're doing predictions already before the window's closed?
Yeah, this I always do. You know this because I do predictions before. I won't get yours, but I always do predictions before the first game.
I always hate doing predictions before it's closed.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't ask you. Remember, I always do predictions before the first game, and then I do predictions when the window shuts. You know this. I've still got yours and others from last season. But what I didn't do last season that I do this season is make sure I do a recap stream of it. But yes, I won't get yours. I'm going to get... Only people I'm going to ask is them delinquents like Sai who are on the Q&A with me and like that. So them crooks. So I get theirs and I give mine because people are going to keep asking about it. So I give mine. But once the window shuts, is them and I'll be like, all right, boom. Here's mine. But yeah, do I think I've got you again? United got to do the business which I expect them to do.
City as well. Yeah.
You lot do business.
Two Manchester clubs. We got to do the business. We got to do not we. Sorry, not we.
But hey, just like you mentioned, everybody has to. Liverpool got to do business. Arsenal is still trying to strengthen. Spurs are still probably going to.
I actually like this. I like this. I like this a lot in terms of, again, last summer was silly. Last summer was silly because how Liverpool were moving, did their thing was incredible. How they crashed out was beautiful. Like, even with regards to Salah and him not talking about people at the club want him out, like all that soap opera was beautiful. This season, little underplayed because obviously 7 years in the making. You got Arsenal. They're a machine, right? They're a machine right now. We'll see whether they can take this 7 years of investment, what they've done to actually show to truly be dominant. It's one of those where, again, Arsenal fans could care less, and I get it. Everybody's different. Flawless is similar to many Arsenal fans. I just want to win, right? But when you look at, could you win and it be historic? Could you win and be one of the best to have ever done it? Could you set records? Could you be
in an ideal world? Yes, I've had this.
No, I know you've had it, but what my point is, Arsenal haven't. Arsenal's.
No, they did the Invincibles. Did they not do the Invincibles?
You're condescending when you do that. You know what I mean?
How much you calling me condescending?
You're labeling one thing. You said the Invincibles. They did one thing. How's that? Like, this is the thing. You look at the greatness that you've done. Look at the greatness that's been achieved over here. Look at even the greatness that's been done when you look at a Liverpool winning a UCL to winning a Prem, Chelsea going back to back, only conceding 15 goals. Like, those are some special things. They did something once. So all I'm trying to point out is, this is where they could do something for a second time. And do they do something for the second time, or do they do something for a second time and it's magical, right? So
I don't think it's gonna be magical under Arteta. I'm not gonna lie, yo.
Well, I'm gonna wait until the transfer window's closed. Again, I think Arsenal fans are still starving, right? They won their Prem. I'm not taking anything away from it, but they just give me another one. They don't care how dressed up the food is. You know, you can go to the restaurant and they put all, like, they decorate it. They put some of the dressing, some of the sauce, and it's all decorative. No, Arsenal fans don't want any of that. Just plop it down, and they'll eat with their hands. They just want to win. They just want to win. We've had some magical seasons. I don't know if this is a magical season for them, but what I found interesting, because you mentioned you're on TJ's show.
Yes. Shout out TJ.
Shout out TJ. Great guy, great show. But he's one of those fans that speaks but doesn't think and speak. You know what I mean? Because if you expect your club to win the FA Cup, and you already expect your club to win the Prem, probability wise, are you telling us that you're winning the treble, or are you telling us you're not winning the UCL? Because
go on, Karen.
Because to predict that you're winning the FA Cup, you've already predicted that you're winning the Prem. Are you not saying it, but saying it?
Yeah, I think it's more aiming. That's what it is. I think it's more aiming. Yeah, like, because of course, if you're one of the better sides in the league, of course you're looking at the domestic cups. If you think you're favourites for the Premier League, of course you're looking at the FA Cup and League Cup. We're not favourites. I've said target those two trophies. I've said I want both. Word to month. Hashtag both of them.
Yeah, but that's emotion talking. I get it. If TJ's talking through emotion. I get all that.
But that's not emotion though. He has them winning the league and they're the best team. How's the emotion for me? Who can't we beat in a one-off game in the country?
Okay, so it's because of Amarin why you guys lost to. Is that what we're really doing?
We lost to who? Grimsby.
Yeah, you blaming Amarin for that?
No, you know my thoughts on that. You know I mostly blame the players.
Yeah, it's possible, but no, because hold on. You tried to get all serious and sit up and be like, who we gonna lose to in a one-off game?
I like how you answered my question with a question, which knows I know you don't want to answer the question, but the point is I'm making.
No, you can lose to anybody is my answer.
No, you can, but we're talking predictions. Of course you can lose to anybody. I'm not saying, have I said for sure United are winning a domestic cup? I didn't say those words. I said target them domestic cups. I said there's no one we can't beat.
Have I heard you say Have I heard you say give me both of them?
Yeah, of course you would have said that. That's me saying give me both of them. I want both of them. That doesn't mean I think we'll get both of them. Do I think we're capable of winning both of them? Yes.
All right.
Because there's no team in a one-off game, home or away, that I don't think we can beat.
Okay. All right.
See? So it isn't so crazy to say. Now, if we
It's
draw,
not crazy. It's not crazy.
If we draw City away and Arsenal away and back to back, I'd be like, oh well, we just got a shit end of the draw, because that's very tough to do. To beat Liverpool away and then City away, or then Arsenal away and then Chelsea away. That's very tough to do. But if we get a favorable draw in these competitions, why would I not?
Okay.
Even with the toughest possible draw, I'd still go, all right, cool. Could we go to the Etihad and
I
win?
hate the favorable draw talk. I hate it.
The favorable draws matter. Did Arsenal not get a favorable draw in the Champions League?
Yeah, I hate it.
Okay, but you mean you hate it when in regards to it happens, or you hate the conversation?
I hate how the context is out the window, because yes,
what's the context?
Because you advancing against lesser competition with a favorable draw, like the weakest of said remaining teams. I just don't like it. I don't like it because it doesn't really show. It doesn't really show the strength or the quality that was required to really advance on. But I understand in the grand scheme.
No,
of
but
things,
it's not a shot.
Yeah.
Like
No.
It's like,
but I don't. But we can get to a final with a favorable draw doesn't really speak to the strength of or confidence of said club to get to a final.
We can't. What I'm saying is with a favorable draw, it makes it easy. I just said, even if we have the toughest possible draw, I would still say we can do this.
Okay.
Can we go to City away and win in a domestic cup? Yes.
Okay.
Can we go to Anfield away? Yes. But in an ideal world, I'm not trying to go to the Bridge and then Anfield back to back.
Yeah. Gotcha. I got you. Okay.
That's the point I'm making. And I'm saying is take advantage if you have a favorable draw.
Yeah.
That's the point that I'm making.
I hear.
And to Boston AFC says buying Athletic is weak competition. No, it's a favorable draw though that Arsenal had. I don't know why that's not a criticism of Arsenal. But the one serious outfit you lot faced was Bayern Munich. Atletico were they're a good side. That's it.
Wait, Arsenal didn't face Bayern.
Did they not face Bayern?
No, Arsenal faced.
Bayern were on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The AFC, to Boston AFC. I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about. And I've seen him put Bayern, and he's a regular here, so I presume.
Arsenal were way on the other side. They had.
To me, I say this all the time. I've seen Manchester United win 2 Champions Leagues. One we had, the draw was ridiculously tough. The other one, the draw was favorable. I still celebrate them both equally.
Yeah.
There was no, and irony, the team that had the weaker draw, I think, was the better team. To be honest, I think our 08 side is better than our 99 side. To be honest, but I don't take away from the greatness of either of them.
That's fair.
We're not talking group stages. We're talking not like. Let me clarify. When we're talking about favorable draws, we're talking knockout stages, AFC.
Yeah, league format.
Phase.
We don't talk about the league.
We're talking about league phase, like Arsenal and who else did you lot face? Bayern, I give you credit for that. Atletico, I give you credit for that. But we're talking knockout stages. If you're an Arsenal fan, let me clarify that. If you're an Arsenal fan who wants the favorable draw, you're picking those teams.
That side that they're on. 100%.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's easy. That doesn't mean it's Arsenal's fault. That doesn't mean Arsenal are a good side. Arsenal are a bad side. No,
true.
Arsenal are a very, very good side and thoroughly deserve to make the final. But did Arsenal have a favorable draw? Yes. Yeah, they had a favorable draw.
Yeah, one side was easy.
But I don't know why people take that as a shot.
Yeah.
We're talking people exclude the group phase. We ain't talking group phase.
Yeah.
Yes, again, to Neil Gunner, we earned our draw for winning the groups. No one said you didn't earn it.
Yeah.
Nobody here said you didn't earn it. Why are you lot so defensive?
I don't know.
Why is there no context there? Nobody said you didn't earn it. No one said that you didn't earn it. No one said that. You did thoroughly earn it. Like, what are we talking about here? Arsenal earned their favorable side of the draw. Yes, you was on the favorable side. That's not a criticism.
It's not.
I want to be on the favorable side of the draw in all cup competitions I'm in. What we doing?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Liverpool were number 1 in the previous year, and they didn't have the favorable draw of that season. Like, it just happens.
But it's look at the draw again. Arsenal fans, it's not, when I say it, it's not a criticism. Let me clarify this. There's zero criticism of Arsenal when I say you lot had a favorable draw in the Champions League.
None.
You know what I'm saying? So Neil, if you don't know what the point is here, why are you talking about it? This is my point. If you don't know what the point is, why you've just jumped in halfway through and heard us and thought we taking shots at Arsenal. What are we talking about here? That's what we talk about. We were actually talking about, to clarify the point, we were talking about domestic cups. And how I was saying, despite, because I've Veta saying you want to see United win both trophies. And I'm saying, even if we get the toughest possible draw in the domestic cups, I'm still confident we can get through them. But run me the favorable side is the point that I'm making with the manager we have. Could we go out to a lower league opposition? Yes. I'd be screwing. But run me lower league opposition from the start to the final. Please.
Yeah.
But if we draw City away and Chelsea away, all right. It's not ideal. It's like, that's what I'd be like, all right, just the look at the draws against you.
That'd be great, though. That'd be great content. That would be great content.
For content purposes, fantastic. For Manchester United purposes, no. I'd be like,
quality of football, witnessing quality football, that would be right.
Like, all the 100 teams or 50 teams we could draw. We got
managers trying to outdo each other tactically. Oh, it would be great.
Not even a home game, at least from me, City at home and then Chelsea away. Fuck. That's the point that we're making. Go on.
Now, prediction-wise, I look forward to having that conversation when we get closer to it. Transfer window, we'll see where things go. With regards to the Enzo Fernandez, because actually I want to bring it back real quick. If Enzo comes to the club, I'm actually pretty calm with it. I don't want it to be 120. I don't want it to be anywhere near there. But the player that can, again, I've said this before, if I can get a player coach on the pitch essentially, someone that knows what Maresca's philosophy is, what he wants in terms of positions and stuff, if someone can be on the pitch to illustrate that or talk it through, I'm calm with it. Am I looking at Enzo Fernandez to be here for another 10 years? No. But someone that can help with bridging the gap a little. I might have to leave early. Someone that can bridge the gap between what the manager's trying to do to this new group of players, I'm pretty calm with. So we'll see.
Let me get to the super chat real quick, because this a couple of them include you. Big up TJ says, Veta, who's going to win the league?
I have, as of right now, I have Arsenal winning the league.
First,
they're the best position to win. 7 years in the building of this. Will they win it like last season? Could they win it like last season? We'll see how true the officiating is going to be in terms of, what they recognized from last year, what they were actually able to eliminate when we were watching the World Cup. But they've got the continuity, man. Arteta's been there. For them getting players and him adjusting or even changing 6 or 7 players, the players have been there. They know, even though that it's a different combination, they've been there. They know what he wants. It's very different than everywhere else that has a manager for 6 months or a manager for the start of the season. Like, all those things, there's an advantage Arsenal right now. So I got no problem saying that.
I have every problem saying it, but yeah, I agree with you, unfortunately. Big upside for the super chat says GLE Veta in full effect. This stream, this fraudulent flawless is king offensive, or GLE City splashing 100 M's like stripper in the club this season. F you, flawless. See, I'm a host, and now he calls me his censor or his crazy work. Shut up, side, man. How about that?
Large upside.
Shut up, side. But big up for the super chat. And he also said, Premier League starts in 2 days. Can't wait. It will be a fun season. We have Carrick Cartel United, world-class Chelsea, double Pete favorite Arsenal, unknown Liverpool. Can Enzo continue City dominance? A lot of questions. Lock in. You spawn?
Yo, that's a great super chat. And I think that's why it's gonna make everyone so engaged into seeing what everybody's about. Like, these early games, again, I hope people aren't going to be overly critical of what they see game week 1 and labeling this of all these other clubs. If Arsenal come out dominant, what it's going to
be from. If any of the teams you see here lose, it's over. Like, for them for the season. Any of the teams here, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, lose, it's over. If United lose, shouldn't give Carrick the job. If Chelsea lose, Xavi Alonso overrated, can't do it in the Prem. Arsenal lose, they're not going back to back. Liverpool lose, Iriola's not the guy. I'm telling you, man.
I hear it.
It's going to be hella over it.
I'm not going to take... Yeah, I won't be taking it there, but it'd be fun to watch. Yeah. Who plays first of the big 6?
Arsenal play Coventry on Friday. We then kick off at 12:30 p.m. UK time against Hull City. Then I think Spurs is the late game on the Friday. Then your Sunday early. Liverpool's after that, and then Monday is Chelsea Fulham.
Okay. Yeah. Chelsea's got the Monday games. Okay.
They got the Monday game. Yeah, man. They got the 1 game a week thing. And big up Joey as well for the raid, man. Shout out Joey for the raid. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Wab Sports every single time as well. Every time. Facts. And Paul, I'm glad you see it. Good to see Paul here as well. This is Paul, DJ Paul 703. Make sure you follow as well.
No. What? Is there a follow-up message to this?
No, you see, we was talking.
No, we need specifics. No, Flawless. Hold on. I'm gonna expect Flawless to be the host that he was when I was putting in comments on the previous show, because Flawless was pretty much stopped the show. No. I sent out a comment. I was like, I hope Flawless can be this level of host when I join the show, and he stopped the show. He deaded it. He was like, stop it, Vader. Specifically, tell me what was said. He was shutting everything down. Ask Paul specifically. Yes, please.
Yeah. All right, can I get to the comment? Big on my guy, DJ Paul 703. This is the Paul that we've seen we've referenced many a times on the show you see on Mandem United. And if you need a DJ in LA or the West Coast or anywhere in the world, hit him up, DJ Paul 703. But he says, Flawless, I see the gaslighting now, laughing emojis. You see it, man. Clear as day. But if he's still there, because he sent out like 117, so it was like 10 minutes ago. So if he's still there, we'll ask him specifically what you said.
Paul, if you're still here, I need specifics. Yeah. What exactly did you see?
I can't remember because I didn't want to stop the flow of the combo.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. I need you to say, and maybe you see this at another time, I need to know what it was exactly that said, you know what, you see the gaslighting. That's all that I ask. I'm gonna stick around to see whether you're around and you can answer that. I heard my minions making some noise. I'm gonna have to deal
man. Go sort out the kings and the little princes and queens, man. It's all good. Shout out your channel though. Let them know where they can find you, Vader, what you got coming up. And before you go, prediction for the game against Bournemouth.
Ooh,
I can ask that prediction for the game
before
against
Bournemouth.
That's that. Sunday kickoff. Yes,
Sunday's gonna be great. There's going to be a lot of games we've already digested to then have to focus and see how City respond. I like that it's a Semenyo versus a former club. I think that'll get people kind of dialed in. I think Semenyo played well. I know we didn't have the result that we wanted the last time we played them, but he's played well. If he's going to be playing on that left-hand side, I think he's going to have a good game. And despite what many want to say in terms of Semenyo and Holland can't play together, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm predicting. I wasn't even predicting clean sheets when I had Pep here. So I'm going to say I could probably see us win a 2-1, maybe. Holland tends to start seasons on fire. However, it was a World Cup. He didn't look to really be at the paces last game, so I'm going to chill a little bit. I think it might just be a 2-1. People might be losing their minds, but let me take the 3 points and move. My next show, as you asked, my next show is not tomorrow. It will be Thursday. I've got a show, Why Always Me. All these topics right here I will be discussing, and I'm going to be talking about the video that Rodri happened to release. I'm not going to lie. My thumbnail, I was a little emotional. I had to take the glasses off. Dust got in my eye. Yeah, Rodri, come on now. One of the greats have left the Prem.
He's one of the greats, actually. And I'm glad he has left, actually. But yeah, one of the greats, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be great to watch him at Barcelona, man.
City has said, it will be great that he's at Barcelona and not Real Madrid, who I will be facing in the UCL for.
We will be that. You want your get back. You want payback for them, yeah? All right, man. I hope you, Real Madrid and Barcelona are all over one side of the draw, man. Let's go.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course I
do. Yeah, because you want to face the best,
absolutely. To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Yeah, actually, maybe we get you. How about we run into you in the Champions League? How about that? That's never happened before. Let's make history.
Wait. You want that?
Let's make history. Fuck it. Why not? That could change.
This guy was just talking about favorable draw. I don't want to face.
You had a favorable draw, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But rescue a scrub. Now I'm joking.
This guy's trying to get me here for another 10 minutes. I know his games. But listen, we had to say farewell to a great. I'm going to be addressing what Rodri had to say, and obviously his time here. Not only that, I'm going to do my best, not necessarily predictions in terms of where City falls. But basically, as of now, where I think the goals are going to come from, where I think the assists are going to come from, and especially you can't know where you're going to finish without looking where your ops are going to be. And I think it's important right now, that standard in terms of who is the best in the Prem, it is Arsenal. We got to look at what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and where we sit. And I'm really going to look at it from a goal standpoint. Will Arsenal score as many goals this season? Will they concede as many as last season? We'll put those things in perspective and see where City can match up with that. But tune in to Why Always Me. It's already there. Link on my channel. Hit that notification. You'll know when I'm going to go live on Thursday. Yes. So be there. Bless up.
Make sure you lot subscribe to Veta Games TV. The link's in the title. The link's underneath in the description. I'm going to add it into the chat as well, man. So Veta should, after this show, Veta should definitely have more subs as well. You lot go over there and subscribe. And we're going to keep the show on the road like we did all last season, people. So we'll be here every Tuesday, people. Probably slightly later, midnight UK time. So me and Veta will be here, people. We'll always work out a time, but Tuesday nights, people.
And I have to say, those that tuned in, this host, flawless in this host mode, listen, subscribe. Listen, he deserves all the subs and more. This man needs to be at 25K. That should have been.
We gonna get there, man.
All right,
we gonna get there.
Listen,
but Veta, blessings, I shout you, yeah. Like I said. And what did you say about? Did you say 2-0? Sorry, before you go, City bomb.
I said 2-1. I said 2-1.
2-1. Okay. All right, just clarifying. All right, cool. So people will be back. Don't worry about that and champs and stuff. Yeah, man. You already know. Blessings, Veta. Big up, man. Big up. Shout out to Veta. You see his channel here. It's in the chat. Subscribe to Veta Games TV, people. It's in the chat. It's underneath in the description. It's in the title. You can just click the link, opens up a new tab, or you can just not be lazy and type in Veta Games TV in the YouTube search bar as well. Just quickly on Bruno Fernandes, because I know it's in the title and I didn't really get to it as much, which happens here at Sarcasm City TV from time to time. I don't even know the information, but yeah, apparently, let me just get to it real quick. 1 second. Hold up. Where are we at? Where is it? I think I bookmarked it as well. And run up the likes here as well. Just under 100 people in the building. And we're at 78 likes. So let's get up to 90 likes. And let me see if we've had any new subscribers here as well. Okay, we're at 17,182. 3 more subscribers get us to 17,185 people. Right. Let me see. Did I even send? Yeah, I did. All right, cool. 1 second. Just give you my thoughts. So here it is. Manchester United new deal proposal has been sent to Bruno Fernandes in May. The negotiations continue on the length of contract salary, 65 million euro release clause included into current deal. No Galatasaray move planned this summer. Manchester United want him to stay. He's going to stay. It's just from a Manchester United standpoint. I don't know why. Like I'm still lost from a Manchester United standpoint as in why we're offering him a new deal in regards to like why his current contract runs out 2027 and United can add have an option for an additional 12 months, so 2028. What's the rush? He signed a new deal in 2024, and if he's kicking up a fuss and like he wants to leave, let him leave. I say this all the time about any players when it comes to Manchester United. If players don't want to be here, let them go, whether I agree with what they're saying or don't agree. If players don't want to be here, let them go. So if he's kicking up, what has he done to deserve more money? He signed a new deal in 2024. 24-25, we were horrible. Granted, not all on him, and I mainly blame that on the manager, but he was still horrible. Half of 25-26 season, we was terrible. He was terrible as well. And then the rest of the 25-26 season, he was exceptional. So he's had in 2 years, he's had half a good season. Why does that warrant an extension and a raise? Like, just like sign him up, wait to this 2027 and then talk to him. Like, I'm lost. I don't get it at all. And he's going on 32. So this time next season, he'll be going on to 33 because his birthday is in September. So he's 32 years old now, I think. Yeah, he's 31 now. He'll be 32 the 8th of September. So this time next season, he'll be 33. Like, we don't need no 33, 34. I'm like, let's again make it make sense. Just at a loss. I'm still confused when I spoke with it on rants. When I spoke about it yesterday, I don't understand the club's perspective. You don't have to worry about losing him. But we move big on my guy KG in the chat every single time as well. But yeah, I think that's it, people. Yeah, we're gonna close out. Make sure you run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe as well. To African Cat is saying Liverpool that is making the same mistakes that Liverpool does. They won't be able to offload him. But I don't think they're trying to offload him. That's the thing. I don't think that's Manchester United's aim. I don't think it's a Rashford or Mount situation where they're tough to get rid of. Like, I don't think it's that. Yeah. Now, we're never going to buy Bruno's replacement this season. It was never going to be that. But I don't think Bruno will leave. It never even crossed my mind that Bruno will be leaving. This potentially could be his last season, depending on how this season goes. But I think he's here minimum a year, probably max 2. But again, things change very, very quickly in football. Because if he has another very, very good season, it's a whole different conversation as well. But all right, man. We'll see. Yeah, Frenzy, big up Flawless. This whole saga of transfers in our camp is full of nonsense. Only 2 players signed when we need more is outrageous. I'm on the patience thing, but deadline day, if we don't crash, I'm just wait until deadline day and go from there. But big up to David. Big up everyone that's locked in. Make sure, again, you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Shout out Veta, man. These shows are so enjoyable. Big up to my guy Blank, who dropped 4 super chats. Big up to TJ, who dropped a super chat. Big up SBO2, who dropped 2 super chats. Sai, who dropped 3 super chats. Snowbunny Pookie Hunter dropped a super chat. Big up to my guy A1 Sav as well for you lot who's dropped the jewels and the gifts and everything like that. Benji TV as well. He dropped a couple also. I don't know exactly how that works, but I appreciate it because any monetization helps. So I appreciate that as well. So yeah, people, we are indeed going to close out. But before I close out, again, big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you run up the likes and subscribe. And don't forget that this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So if you want to listen audio only, you don't want to see Veta's stupid smiling smug grin, maybe you don't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see that. I would listen audio only. So go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV and follow and 5-star us. I see all of you lot at the end of the year doing the Spotify wrapped-ups. So you clearly have a Spotify account. So again, go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow and 5-star us. All you iPhone users, all you blue text merchants, make sure you go to iTunes, Apple Podcast, 5-star us on there and leave us a review. We're trying to get the audio just as popping and just as popular as the video podcast, people. So yes, you need to make sure you go there as well and run up the audio numbers also. By the way, Prime called me, said I'm moving like you, which is bad. Yeah, crazy work. Am I on Prime? What's Prime? What is that? Prime Pod? Like Amazon Prime Podcast? I believe so, yes. Let me check. I think so. I believe so. Does it fall under Amazon Music? Let's find out. Literally Googling it. And if there's anywhere we're not, let me know. If there's anywhere you listen to podcast audio only and we're not there, let me know. Let me know. But I believe we are on there. Let me double check. If not, I get it uploaded. Yeah, here we are. Amazon UK. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Amazon UK. Right there. Right there, Amazon UK. Right there in the chat. See, I told you we everywhere. All audio platforms. Boom. Right there. Even I forgot we was on there until man mentioned it. Get what I'm saying? Let's go. We everywhere. You can listen audio. Yeah, man, we listen on Amazon. Boom. So even if you're on Amazon, it's right there. Flawless, you missed the ball on Bruno after the loss to Spurs. Yeah, but we was a mess still. So I think it's a loss because the reason why, because I don't think he stops anything this season. Like we're not a title winning or Champions League winning side. So I don't really think he stops anything like that. I've said this, that if we were that, then I could look at it and go, all right, potentially. Like we've won domestic cups with him before. We finished third with him before. We played good football before. We played consistent football with him before. So I don't think he stops any of that. And I expect us to have a better team come the end of the window. But hey, we move. All right, people, we are out. We're heading over to the gaming channel, though. I'll be live in literally, I need like 5 minutes to set up. We're going to run some pro clubs, people. So as soon as you get over there, run up the like, subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming. But this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast. Mandem United Pod meets the Mandem City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And one more thing. Ballers at the Bridge is back tomorrow, people. The Chelsea podcast is back tomorrow. I know I've not done it in a minute. I was trying to dot all the I's, cross all the T's. So, you know, Surfer will be on there as well. But I've got 3 other people with him. It's not a permanent thing, by the way. This is a one-off currently. It's a one-off, but I've got 3 other content creators who are joining. So alongside Surfer, I think that's going to be the good one. 11 p.m. UK time, people. So make sure you're there. Ballers at the Bridge podcast, returning people. Ballers at the Bridge podcast is back. It's on the channel already. And on that bombshell, we out. See you like 5 minutes on the gaming channel. Salute.